What's up, guys? Welcome to the Extremely Biased Sports Podcast. We're your hosts like every time. I'm Alex.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Nick.
All right, guys. So how were your weekends this weekend in fantasy? I had a pretty shitty weekend again.
I don't like this fucking game anymore.
I need AJ Brown to get shot on the field.
No, dude. Me, my team, trash. Amari Cooper, number 2 wide receiver in fantasy coming into this week. 4 points. Let's go, baby.
Who's number one?
I don't know. Maybe Metcalf. I don't know.
I mean, he had a great game.
Oh, maybe D-Hop, too. D-Hop's just
It could be Diop.
gathering targets by Kyler Murray.
It's really annoying, especially this week.
So every time you see a highlight of the Cardinals, it's only Kyler Murray or Kyler Murray to
D-Hop.
D-Hop. It's no one else.
If there was any other week, I'd be fine with that. But I'm playing against a guy who has D-Hop, so I'm just screwing myself over.
It's terrible.
But I love seeing Kyler Murray run.
I hate that offense. It's so like
I love watching Kyler Murray run.
He looks like a gummy bear.
It's
so
so
cute.
funny.
He looks like when you let the kids out in recess, bro. Fucking
He looks like the kid that shouldn't be holding something, and you're like, "Hey, like drop that," and they run away.
Yeah.
That's so good.
But bro, fucking
He runs like your dog when he has like food in his mouth. It's like, hey.
It's the funniest thing.
But fuck, bro. This week was rough again. You know, I need Josh Allen to have a phenomenal game for me to have a chance this week, and it's a very, very small chance. I need 30 points from Steven Gostowski and like
Jesus
40
Christ.
and 40 from.
Gee, I just need like 16 and a half from Diggs.
Even with this like exaggerated like numbers that I'm giving you, I still would lose. I need more.
Are you kidding me?
I would need
so you're not
30
gonna win this
and
week.
like 40, 42.
So you're gonna be like 1-4.
Yeah, I am. I was planning on that though. That's not that big a deal. You started off 0-7 last year.
I was 1-7.
All right, 1-7. All right.
No, I was 0-7 and then I finished
Yeah,
like
exactly.
6-8 or something like that.
There's room for me to come back.
There's room
That's
for
true.
improvement.
I just need running backs because my star running backs all got fucking torn something.
I just got the running back that I told you to get the other day.
Yeah.
On the car ride back from Kansas, I was like, "Try to get David Montgomery. Try to get David Montgomery." He's like, "Nah."
I just
Tariq Cohen got hurt. I was just trying to pick up Miles Sanders, and then he fucking popped off this week, and Steven's gonna be an asshole about it and not pick
it's just
give
gonna
it to me. It's unfair.
I just fucking hate.
It's fine.
I just hate this game so much.
Yeah, honestly, like
We
just
live in
think about
Spain.
leaving and never coming back. No,
But
I'm just
McCaffrey might come back this week.
That's true. Well, he's placed off of IR, but I don't know.
You know,
he's gonna come back.
I like okay. If I'm the Panthers, right, and this is like something like I was trying to trade with a guy from McCaffrey in another league, right,
Yeah.
and then like I'm thinking like the Panthers are rebuilding, right? They're winning games. Right?
Yeah.
Like I'll get that.
They're 3-2.
They're 3-2.
They're
But, like,
tied
why would I come back and give McCaffrey like the full workload that he usually gets, like receiving?
because you're
and
paying
running?
him like $16 million a year.
Yeah, but then again, once you get the team to where you want it to be, like you don't want them to be like run down. That happens to a lot of running backs. You overwork them, and then they're gonna come back. It's just like I'm not saying they're gonna split like a 50-50 workload because obviously McCaffrey is better than
Like
Mike Davis.
70-30.
70-30.
I see
Like
that.
they'll alleviate some of it. You get that?
I guess because I don't think they should fully rotate it like Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. But
Yeah. They're not gonna do something like that. I mean that's one where it's like it's not that Nick Chubb's bad. It's like Kareem Hunt's so good, and they're like
So
so
good.
equally like
they're
talented.
like, they do have equal skill, so it's like you have to take advantage of
Yeah.
psych out defenses.
But now with
That's
Chubb
annoying
out,
on a fantasy standpoint, but like
yeah.
it's actually not because they get an like equal amount
Yeah.
of points.
And that
yeah,
specific
but one can
offense
get
is not bad.
more. You
Oh
get
yeah,
more.
one
Yeah.
always gets some more. The last week, before he got injured, like Nick Chubb had like 24 and like Kareem had like 27, but it's still like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like fucking Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley when I played Jerry week
that
1.
was funny.
Julio Jones gave me like 25, and then fucking Calvin Ridley gave him 30. It was like fucking so annoying.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we gotta talk about our performance of the week to start
Yes,
off.
sir.
Who you guys got?
I have Alex Smith just for coming back. No reason. He had a,
But it's
he had-
performance of the week, not like
okay.
emotion of
but
the week.
this is-
No, I'll let this one slide.
This is emotional for me. I mean, he only had 37 yards.
You only have 37.
Yeah, 9
That's-
for
that-
17.
That's 37 more than me.
That is 37 more. He made it. But it's like, good for you.
I gave him a pass because it was his first time back coming out for like that fucking terrible injury, and he played Aaron Donald for his first game.
That must be terrifying.
The worst possible matchup. You could have brought him back.
I wonder who thought it was a good idea.
Bro, did you see
Washington.
Well, they didn't have a choice. 'Cause
No,
they-
obviously.
Dwayne Haskins, they made him inactive, and they put him down to the third string
That's
quarterback.
so stupid. He just threw 300 yards for the first time, and then you're just like,
No.
What?
They apparently he was bragging about his stats in the locker room after
Oh,
that.
that's
oh
funny.
my god,
That's funny.
And he's not playing good. He threw 300 yards, yeah, but he threw
Yeah.
like 2 picks or something like
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
that. He was bragging about it. And apparently they're trying to trade him.
Yeah, they put him
Yeah,
up for
they-
trade.
He like okay, like when you think about it, like I didn't think about it that bad in the moment, right? But like last year when they won the first game of the season, he went to the fans and took a selfie.
He did do
And
that.
he missed the last play of the game. He missed because he's supposed to go in and kneel.
I remember that. Yeah,
He's a fucking idiot.
I remember that.
Bozo.
that you know.
I don't know. That's like not the worst thing ever, but it's
I
like
don't
I
know.
get it. I get it.
All right, who you got, Nick?
I got Herbie fully loaded.
I agree with this
Herbie
one. I
Fulmer.
co-signed this one.
Justin Herbert, passing yards he had he had 260 or something like that. So it wasn't like a great like Russell Wilson or
Yeah.
Dak, but like he 4 touchdowns,
Monday
0
Night
interceptions. Monday Night Football, his first Monday Night Football game against the Saints. Like
Amazing.
he kept the Chargers in there for a while. Like I thought it was gonna be a complete blowout by the Saints, and I'm kind of like
I did it.
I'm kind of scared like how close that game was.
I chose the Chargers to win.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I'm
And
glad they lost.
bro, it was super fucking close. Get out of here.
It was
And
close, but like
My
Fuck you.
my thing was like, oh, if Michael Thomas played, the Saints would win. If he didn't, the Chargers were gonna win. It was very close.
he didn't play, and the Saints still won. So
Yeah,
you're
but
false.
also the Saints.
You're
I mean, not
false.
the Saints. The Chargers kicker, who is from the U, by the way.
Oh, for real?
He trademarked the name Money. I think it was Money Badger or something like that. Because last name is Michael Badgley,
Did he really?
and he missed.
That's so funny. That's so.
he missed a
funny.
field goal, and I think he missed an extra point or something like
I know he makes an extra point. I know that.
that. Yeah,
And it's funny because like Herbie's been playing great, but he's 0-4. So like no one's really
it
caring
sucks.
about that.
Yeah, I know, but he like every time you see him
It's
throw
not
the
his
ball.
fault.
Did you see the touchdown that he threw to Keenan Allen, which is
Yeah.
on the run, a dime? He
Yeah.
threw a long.
Like he's playing great. It's just since he's not winning, no one really cares.
Yeah, it sucks. It's because of the defense. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he scored 27 this week and
Yeah.
he fucking lost. It's not his fault. But he's balling out.
I like him.
I was super low.
Yeah, I
coming
remember
into
this.
the draft. I hated
so
him.
low.
And I told
so
you guys
low.
when he first started, like he's gonna be great. You're like, I don't know. I still like Tyrod, but the Chargers
the
doctor
The thing is, I don't
was
think
tired
he,
of being a Hard Knocks.
I don't think he'd. I don't think he'd replicate this like in the Dolphins. So like
Who?
Probably not. I
Herbie?
mean, he's in, like,
Oh no.
the Chargers weren't like a normal like top 5 pick team or whatever, 6 pick, whatever. Like they're not normal because it was just like one bad season where like everyone was fucking hurt last year. I don't.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not a
Exactly.
Chargers fan. I don't really know who.
Me
And then
either.
They just ended up there, fucking. But he has Keenan Allen, who's like, you guys are making fun of this, but he probably is like a top 10 receiver in the NFL now.
yeah, but he's not better than Mike Evans.
It's better than Mike Evans, bro. Get out of
Shut
here.
the fuck
No,
up,
I'm joking.
bro.
Mike, but Keenan, you can say whatever you want. Keenan Allen is a better route runner than Mike Evans.
Probably.
He has
nice
nice
route
route
running,
running, but like
Mike Evans is just bigger and faster.
I'm
That's
not denying
okay.
his skill, but when he made
It's
that
nasty.
claim saying
But-
that he's better
okay,
than Mike
okay.
Evans, I disagreed with him.
But then now he has Mike Williams too. Mike Williams,
had a great game.
Savage.
not really. He's okay. Honestly, like Mike Williams isn't that great.
No,
He's just really a deep threat, but he's perfect for that. That's what he does, and that's what Keenan Allen can do. So like they complement each other well. Then you have Austin Eckler, and then they have
I
a
like that
nice
guy.
stable of running backs. They have Justin Jackson, great offense. And yeah, I know I say this about every team. Best offense. No, I'm joking. They don't have the best offensive line.
I'm gonna throw out a bold statement. Herbie might be offensive rookie of the year.
really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who
Probably.
else.
I
Joe
don't even
Burrow.
remember.
Joe Burrow.
It's
maybe.
No,
literally
I think
between
he's
those
putting
two.
up better numbers.
It's literally between those two.
And he's won a
Who
game.
I think should get it, in all honesty, is Jonathan Taylor. But
Oh,
Yeah.
no, he might win it.
That's what I was thinking about.
If he gets over like
but
1,000 yards or 1,200 yards,
he'll definitely win it. But the way Herbie be going, who knows?
I mean, it depends. If Herbert, because he started most of the games, it wasn't like I think. Well, it's pretty similar to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Like his rookie year, and how
And
he
that-
didn't win it because Saquon has started all 16 games and he didn't.
Yeah, and but at the same time, it's like, I mean, last year they gave it to Kyler, but I think it should have been Josh Jacobs. I think just Josh Jacobs outperformed him.
Josh Jacobs is a god,
So
even though he's been doing trash.
this could go either way.
Yep.
It's
I,
like-
I would even like it to be Justin Jefferson, but
I
that's
think
not
Herbert would need to break Baker Mayfield's passing touchdown record.
probably.
Which is
I think it's 27.
okay.
Yeah, but he's been doing nasty. I have to give him the
Pretty good.
I like him.
performance of the week from me is going to another rookie. Probably not going to win offensive rookie of the year because he's missed a couple of games. But Henry Ruggs, he only had 2 catches, but he had 118 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Wild, right?
He had 1 catch for 77 and another one for 46.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not fucking joking with you.
Wild.
What the hell?
That's like super similar to like Randy Moss. Like I don't know if you guys have seen, but he had like the 3 catch. He had a game with 3 catches, 160 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I do remember
That's
that.
absolutely wild.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, Henry Ruggs, like when he's in the game, and we're gonna talk about the Raiders in a little bit, but like when he's in the game for the Raiders, it's a completely different offense. And Derek Carr reclaiming his old self.
Yep.
He's what
back.
that team needed, which I'm happy.
I always
they
like
need
Derek
someone to
Carr.
stretch it. They needed a threat. It's almost like quarterbacks play better when you give them a good wide receiver.
It's
Almost.
almost like
I know, right?
Now,
Like
could
some
you
teams should really
imagine-
learn that lesson.
Now,
know?
could you imagine what would have happened if you had Henry Ruggs and AB on that team?
God.
Well,
Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs.
Well,
Jacobs.
okay, if you had AB, you wouldn't need Henry.
You
Ruggs.
wouldn't need Henry Ruggs because he is Henry.
Well,
Ruggs.
like you have Aaron Rodgers, you don't need Jordan Love, but you still pick him. So teams
no,
make-
okay.
No.
That's-
team make dumb picks.
Even with that, that's still a dumb pick. But the thing is, also the Raiders do like to have a very fast offense.
Mhm.
So maybe they would have picked Henry Ruggs just because they wanted someone
Exactly.
fast.
You never know.
But
It's a big what if.
Big what if?
But still, Henry Ruggs fits that offense perfectly. They're a completely different offense when he's there. Like he opens up the game for Josh Jacobs, who like literally every game that he didn't play, Josh Jacobs did bad because he just stacked the box and they're like, oh, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? You're gonna throw a 5-yard pass to Darren Waller? It's fucking annoying. But whatever. We support the Raiders in this podcast.
We do.
I like the Raiders.
I do like the Raiders.
I like both Raiders, Vegas and Oakland. But I love the Vegas Raiders and their new stadium.
The Death Star.
That does that. It's just fire.
Let's go.
Got to go to a game next year.
We do.
All right. So we're gonna get into our NFL news. All right. It's been a long time coming, boys, but finally, head coach of the Falcons, Dan Quinn, got fired.
It's about damn time, baby.
The Falcons finally came to their senses and fired him and the GM. I don't know what the fuck they're doing in that team because the team has like a top 5 offense in the NFL, like in terms of like personnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
And their defense is literally like the worst. Like I don't know anybody from their defense.
I don't know if it's the worst though. I don't know.
I literally think it's ranked 31st and 32nd.
Is it really?
Yeah,
That's
it's
hilarious.
that bad. It's that bad. All right, so this is pretty much the same question that I asked last week, where I said there was going to be Dan Quinn after a lot of people, like, a lot of people knew it was going to be Dan Quinn.
We knew.
Who do you guys think is next?
Matt Patricia.
Me too. I agree.
I think it's gonna
Fucking-
be Adam Gase.
I don't think the Jets are smart enough to move on from Gase. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Neither what's his name?
No,
Detroit.
The Lions, they're not smart enough either because it took them 4 seasons to realize this.
Yeah.
Or 3 seasons.
So he had a lot of fixing to do.
Yeah, he comes in, and I told you that in the group chat when I was making like saying it sarcastically.
Mhm.
He comes in, he says he had a lot of work to do. But this man took over a 7-9 team. It's not like he took over like the fucking Bengals. Like he took over like one
And
of the
right
worst teams.
The season before that, they were like what 11-5.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just because they would turn the ball over that
They were
one year.
they're a fine football team, and
They were a really good team. They loved their head coach. Like the players, like once they fired Jim Caldwell, the players went to the GM and were like, bro, like don't do that. Like we love this guy and like we just made the mistakes last year. It wasn't his fault or whatever. Then you bring in Patricia. He gets rid of Darius Slay by being like a retard.
God.
Right? Did you ever hear about that? What he
Yeah.
did to Darius Slay? Fucking moron.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Tunis.
Matt Patricia.
Yeah,
He looks like him,
Yeah.
but
not
Tunis has a way higher IQ.
yeah, not personality. I think just like the looks.
Oh yeah, look wise. Yeah. Shout out
This
to
is
Tunis.
just like another example. Like the thing with Bryant, like a lot of the Belichick disciples, right? When they're under Belichick, players love them because they're being themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When they get hired to be a head coach, they try and be Belichick.
Belichick.
And
Yeah.
They don't try and be themselves.
That's
Yeah.
why the Belichick system doesn't transfer over. It's not the Belichick, but like the Patriot way.
yeah.
It doesn't translate anywhere but the fucking Patriots, and people don't get that.
yeah,
Like,
it's like the thing I see with Brian Flores is that is Brian Flores' personality. Like he's very
Exactly.
serious. Like
Yeah.
so it
Exactly.
works for him, and that's why it's working for the Dolphins right now. They're not winning a bunch of games, but like everyone knows that the Dolphins are our team that's up and coming. At least
they're a team that's pretty well coached and is just needs some pieces.
yeah, exactly. But fucking Detroit, like, and all the Belichick disciples do this. They bring in players that played for the Patriots.
Played for the Patriots.
I think that's gonna change things. Like no, like
Yeah.
you're not gonna do that. And I know players love Matt Patricia when they're on the Patriots, but like Darius Slay fucking hated him when he was in Detroit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like because sometimes you just try too hard and it's like whatever. But I think he's next.
I hope he's next.
I hope they're both next, like
Oh yeah,
back to back.
Adam Gase is like, just go 0-16 and keep him around. That's it. I'm really rooting for that 0-16.
Adam Gase
man.
always deserves to have a job in the NFL. He's the greatest offensive mind of our generation.
I've never seen a better offensive mind in my entire life.
It's so funny.
18 years of watching football, I've never seen a better
I
one.
think he's last in points and second to last in yards. I want to know who's last in yards. That coach deserves to be fired. You're
Could
worse
it
than Gase.
could it be like Doug Marrone or something like that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, this guy threw for 300 yards this weekend. I
That's
don't
true.
think Sam Darnold's throwing for 300 yards.
It's kind of like the same thing with Doug Marrone, where it's like teams are just that stupid, which is why I don't think Adam Gase will get fired. Doug Marrone should have gotten fired like 3 years ago.
No,
But-
no. Wait. I hate Doug Marrone, right?
hate Doug
The
Marrone.
year after the they went to the conference championship, he should have been fired. I agree.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
But then the thing, they gave him this extra year. First of all, because like, who the fuck are you gonna hire to be a head coach, right? And second of all, was because the problem was Tom Coughlin. It wasn't that the coaches hated Doug Marrone. It was the coaches the player. I mean, it wasn't that the players hated Doug Marrone. They hated Tom Coughlin.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, like he would like put in like super strict penalties for them for like missing practice and shit like that.
Yeah, that was where the whole Jalen Ramsey.
The Jalen Ramsey's problem was like, bro, you're not talking to me like a man. You're talking to me like I'm a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So that's the problem there. So they fired Tom Coughlin and gave him an extra year. But the truth is, they're probably gonna be tanking this year. So they probably didn't want to bring in a coach for the tank, and then bring in like get me tank and then just hire a new coach next year. This probably wasn't end up happening in
We'll
Jacksonville.
see.
But he'll probably go at the end of the season if
Maybe.
they
Hopefully.
continue the way they're going. Hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully.
I agree. I mean, hopefully they can get someone like Eric Bieniemy, even though I think he's probably gonna end up going to the Texans or somewhere like that.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. So then the other news we got, Dak Prescott.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Right. This sucks because like I don't hate Dak Prescott. I hate Dak Prescott fans. Right. And I felt so bad for him when he fucking he
Broke my
suffered a
heart.
compound fracture
That
on
shit
his
sucked.
thing on
Shit broke
Sunday.
my heart.
Yeah, that just sucks.
He was having a great year.
Yeah.
Like winning wise, no, but like as a quarterback, passing
numbers
yards.
wise, he fucking had
He
like
could
some of
have
the best
been in
numbers.
the running for MVP if he kept up.
A lot of
the
people had
process.
him in there.
Nah, I mean you have to win games to win MVP. He would have to like win 11 games to win MVP.
Yeah.
This I don't want to talk about this because we're talking about his fracture.
Okay.
Does that
That's
make me
true.
seem like I'm like happy that he got hurt? I'm not happy that he got hurt at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sad to see it.
Yeah, it sucks. And I saw that actually like before you guys got here, Gordon Hayward sent out a tweet.
Oh yeah, like I know what it's like. You know what I mean. Reach out. You know what I mean.
He said, "Oh, like it helped me a lot in my recovery when I was talking to Paul
Paul
George about it.
Mhm.
Pandemic P, you know,
Pandemic P.
we love him on this podcast about it. He's like, oh, if you need someone to talk to, like reach out to me. So it's happy to see everyone, but like we gotta talk about how do you think the Cowboys respond to this, and where does the rest of the league stand after this?
How do I want them to respond, or how they will?
I have
So-
some pretty bold opinions, but you can go.
Because I think they should give him like the big contract that he wants, because this is exactly the reason why he wanted his money.
It's like, all right, like this is
45 million, probably not, but 40 million, yeah.
I don't,
Give him 38 to 40 million dollars.
How much is Russell Wilson on? Like 30,
35.
35?
he does not deserve to get paid more than Russell Wilson. That's bullshit.
That's
All
100%.
right,
Yeah.
even if it's market value, he should still be below market. I think okay.
But I'm saying like that's why he
I
wanted
think-
his money.
I don't
for
think the
that same
Cowboys are gonna
reason.
give him that contract, but I think the
Oh.
Cowboys are gonna give him a big
They're
contract.
not. As I say, what I want them to do is that they're not going to. They're not
I
going
don't think
to.
so, because the truth is like once you give like a quarterback a big contract like that, you have to stop. You have to start taking away the pieces. And the truth is like they already gave Amari Cooper 100 million,
Jesus Christ.
right? They gave Zeke 90 million or something like
Something like that.
that, right? So he's the only reason he's putting up those numbers because of those because he has Amari Cooper and he has Zeke. Zeke's led the league in rushing
And
twice.
CeeDee Lamb.
And now, yeah, they
Having a
drafted,
great
they
year.
drafted
Rookies.
Michael Gallup. Truth is, in a couple years, you're going to have to get rid of those guys because they're not going to be able to pay them. Or at least, hopefully, by the time CeeDee Lamb's help for an extension, they're going to get rid of Amari Cooper probably. But fucking... So once you do that, like, you can't harm your team because you want to pay one guy. So I think they're probably going to end up giving, like, a 3-year contract. Which, in the end, is actually what he wanted. But I think after this, you're going to start seeing a lot more players hold out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because of this,
Mhm.
because like Dak took the risk and he bet on himself because he had never been hurt before, and then the 1 year that he needed to, he got hurt,
Yep.
which sucks. So, but the thing is, if Andy Dalton comes in and starts winning games, like he might have just fucking like fucked himself over, and that truly sucks. Like if let's say the Cowboys end up going like 11-5 or whatever, which
I don't
isn't
think
gonna
they will.
happen. It's
No.
not gonna happen. But let's say like they make the playoffs with a winning record, 10-6 still. The way they're going, they weren't gonna win 10 games.
Yeah.
A lot of players are gonna hold back. A lot of people in these contract, like, you know, do what other players have done in the past. We've seen it before, right? Because you can't lose your market value. You can't lose your value. Period.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I feel like they're gonna give him a big contract anyways. They should give him a 3-year.
Well, this last year, the last day to like negotiate for an extension and like the deadline,
Mm-hmm.
like they offered him a contract and he was gonna go accept it, but he got to the facility late and he wasn't able to sign it or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, so he almost had a deal done, but the truth is like now the thing is that he loses all his leverage in negotiating for more money,
Exactly.
so that sucks. But
It's an unfortunate situation, but the league will learn. That's all I have to say.
oh
You
yeah,
guys,
the
you
players-
guys
the players
basically
are
said
gonna be
everything I was
stupid.
gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the players aren't gonna be stupid. Now you're gonna fucking
yeah.
you're gonna see quarterbacks hold out because like a lot of people always say like, oh, quarterbacks don't really need to hold out because like the truth is like not really at risk of injury because you're not getting hit that much, but you fucking saw it right now.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And he went out with class. Like he didn't fucking. I don't know if you guys remember Earl Thomas.
Oh yeah. We should just
He went out and he fucking flicked the bird to the Seahawks management.
and
He
everyone
went out crying. You could tell he was in pain. That shit sucks. That was a very gruesome injury.
Gruesome injury.
I didn't see it at first, and then I saw like replays of it. Disgusting. But I don't know. I hope he's able to get back. Obviously, we talked about Alex Smith already.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing with
Great
Alex Smith,
story.
like he had a similar thing somewhat, but his got infected. And since like Dak Prescott's ankle broke skin, like there's possible chance of that. So if that does happen, then the Cowboys probably won't pay him a lot,
Pay him.
which sucks.
Or pay him at all.
But the thing is also like if the Cowboys end up being in the top 5 picks, do you think they'll give him the contract or will they take a quarterback?
They'll take a quarterback.
You think so?
They'll take like Trey Lance
Trey Lance.
and just move
the
on.
boy.
I don't know. I don't know the upcoming quarterbacks.
It's 3. There's the top 3 are probably going to go in the top 5 picks are Trey Lance, Justin Fields from
And Trevor
Ohio
Lawrence.
State, and Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is going to go number 1.
Yeah.
All right?
Unless something crazy happens like we saw last year.
Yeah,
with Joe
unless, like,
Burrow.
one of them throws for 60. But the thing is, in this like college season, which has been super strange,
And super
Trey
limited.
Lance isn't even playing a season. The way his college did it, I think it's North Dakota State.
Mm-hmm.
They just gave him like a 1-game showcase for him to just go out there and play, and then just like have everyone look.
Oh wow. Like that's like
look
his
how he
film.
plays. And like, that sucks because like,
Yeah.
what if he did? Goddamn, excuse me. What if he did bad that one game and he didn't have a great game? He already played it. He had 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, which he didn't throw a pick all of last year. So he did 1 more pick than he did all of last year, and then he had like 2 rushing touchdowns or something like that, which sucks.
Yeah.
That's a dumb way to do
I
it.
don't know, but if you're a top 5 team, you know, not to get too off topic, but if you're like a top 5 team in that regard, well, now like for example like the Cowboys, maybe the Jaguars, maybe like something like that, you just do it.
And the truth is, the Cowboys like taking on a quarterback on your rookie contract that would help the team a lot because they have a lot of money tied up in a lot and a very little amount of players.
And that's what, like, go too off topic. I'm concerned about the Chiefs. Like, how the fuck are they paying all these people?
I don't understand.
I don't understand, especially with Mahomes. Like, how can you afford to keep everyone there?
I heard that Mahomes' contract was very team friendly.
Yeah, but I don't understand.
I don't understand
I
it.
don't see how.
They need to buy this podcast for a very team friendly deal
Yeah.
of $500 million.
I would
I'll
like
take
that
it.
team
I'll settle
I like
for
the
that.
team-friendly deal.
I'll settle for the
Settle
fucking
on
franchise tag at this point.
Right? I don't know whose agent is.
'Cause
Contact us immediately.
Because I remember when the deal got like finalized and it was like announced, some guy like broke it up into like a spreadsheet and said like, how is it team friendly? But like I couldn't understand it.
Okay, I'm
'Cause I
assuming
think
the way
he's-
they're saying it is because like I think the max he can make per year is like 45 million or something, or 50 million maybe.
Yeah.
But the way the market's going for quarterbacks is that like by the time his contract's up, quarterbacks are probably gonna be making a lot more than him. So like that's why like you don't negotiate like a really long term deal like that normally.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think he's just happy in Kansas City. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to leave. So he's just like, sign me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave.
It's just a bit. I'm really want to see how they're fucking gonna do that because I think Tyreek's up soon. Sammy
Yeah,
Watkins.
I know a lot of people have been talking about them trading Travis Kelce like a year before his contract's up.
What?
Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, it's gonna end up happening.
That's gonna be wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be strange, but I think they have good enough management where they'll be able to replace those players. A lot of that happens to a lot of teams where they're like what you're talking about happens where they can't retain everybody and they start lacking players, but then they start replacing them.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But moving on, we're gonna be talking about the games from Week 5 that stood out to us, right? So we got to talk about the Colts versus the Browns. All right, I'm not saying I called it, all right, but after Week 1, I said if the Browns go on a 6-game winning streak, they might make the playoffs. We're 4 games in, baby.
I don't think they're making the playoffs though.
You are.
They're not winning next week, but they'll probably win the playoffs.
They're probably gonna be in the playoffs. I agree.
They might be, but they're not winning next week.
They're winning next
No,
week.
they're not.
Easy, easy.
But like
No,
how?
no, no.
How? Because you have the Steelers and the Ravens up in there.
Oh, it's 7. It's 7 teams are allowed in the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
So then the Steelers would take one of them, and the Browns would take another. And in reality, the AFC, like they're pretty high on the AFC, and they're only second in their division. Or they're
The
tied
Browns?
for second.
The Browns
Tied
are
for second.
They're tied for second with the Ravens.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we have the cheaters over there, bro. Haven't played a game. What's wrong with you guys?
it's Tennessee's fault.
Undefeated. Undefeated.
So you're buying them as a playoff team.
Yeah, probably.
You're not. Why are you not buying them as a playoff team? I want to hear your reasoning.
Well, to be quite honest, I think there was like a spot. Like if you told me like I forgot there were 7 teams in the playoffs, so I would like no, there's no spot for them. But now like I could see them, but And their schedule is pretty fucking easy.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
really?
So they play. I have it right here. They play the Steelers, then the Bengals, dub.
So,
Raiders might be a hard game. Then it's Texans, Eagles, Jaguars.
hey, the Eagles Super Bowl threat.
So those are 3 W's right there. And then they play the Titans, the Ravens, and then it's the Giants, Jets, and Steelers again. Like, they have a
Jets.
pretty easy.
Hey,
They have a good schedule.
put some respect on the Jets name, all right? It takes effort being that bad, all right?
It takes a lot of heart to be a Jet.
All right, but no, the Browns I think are actually like a legitimate.
They
playoff
look
threat.
good.
Bro. They're first in rushing yards. They're second in yards per carry, right? So they're running the ball efficiently. So that's fire. And then obviously that opens up the passing game for Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Opens them up, and then their defense is actually third to last. Well, their pass defense is trash, right? They're third to last in passing yards allowed. They're second in interceptions though, so they make plays. They put the offense in good situations, and also Myles Garrett is going wild on that defensive line, and then he's the Browns like defense is second in forced fumbles and fumble recoveries, but
It's Myles
Myles
Garrett.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett's playing like a god this year.
If Nick
good.
Chubb didn't get hurt, that rushing game would be a lot better.
Well, the thing
But-
is, you could say that, but then they have Kareem Hunt.
have
there.
Yeah.
It's
Kareem
like
Hunt.
they don't even miss a
no,
step.
as I was saying, like now when he comes back, like
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, it's gonna be nasty.
They
And the thing
really
is-
are like set up for great. And it's like I said this last year because everyone last year had them going to the Super Bowl and everything.
so on
with
paper
OBJ.
it looked good.
It was on paper, it looks good, but the chemistry isn't there yet.
Now
it's here.
it's building
We
up.
were talking about. I
It's
remember
here.
like talking to like you about it in the gym, like specifically. We're like, oh, I was like, oh, give
You
them a
work
year
out?
and they'll make the playoffs. Oh yeah, I did go to
I
the
could
gym
see
at
it.
one point in my
I
life.
could see it.
no,
No,
yeah,
yeah,
they-
and I-
this year they look a lot better.
I remember that. I don't know if you told that to me or vice versa.
I
but,
think I was telling it to you, but like you were agreeing with me. It was
Yeah.
like simultaneous. We were
It's like
saying
they
it.
need time. Here it is.
Same thing with Tampa and Brady. They just need time.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of time left.
He's a 2-year contract, so he has a year.
Maybe he could adjust to Bruce Arians' offense in the second year. Who knows?
I mean, we could just skip to that, right? So Bears versus Buccaneers. All right. Do you guys think the Bucks are gonna get back on track?
Of course.
Yeah,
I just think there's a little bump in the road.
they had a lot of
leading-
injuries.
They're leading the division so far, at least.
No, the Saints are
tied.
The Saints are.
Well, they're all tied for
They're
first.
They're all
tied,
tied
right?
for first.
Yeah, the
Technically.
Saints, the Bucks, and the Panthers.
The Panthers are going to fall down inevitably.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to be a competition between them two. And looking at the schedule, I don't know. It's looking a little rough. But they could do it. They could do it. They could pick it up.
Bro, it's just like
There's also just riddled with injuries.
Yeah.
I think Brady's finding out the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
I told Jerry either when we were on the trip to the Kansas City game or like recently that like I'm pretty sure he's missing being a Patriots because like it was just an easy division.
It's like-
Maybe. Yeah. No, you told me that in the gym.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
The Patriots are just like a very like stable organization.
yeah, like
And he's finding out the Buccaneer like not every organization is like
the
that.
team looks great. Like he has like receivers he can throw to, tight ends, right? But like
Yeah, on the Patriots you don't have someone picking up a penalty
Yeah.
for getting in a fight like
No.
Mike Evans did last week,
no,
doing shit like that. And it's just like I don't know, like
yeah, you're not confused on fourth down. Like which down is it?
yeah, I know. Fucking Bill Belichick would make sure that
Yeah.
he knows that it's like fourth.
Like, get off the fucking field.
And then obviously like their defense is pretty good. Their second in rushing defense actually.
Who?
Nasty. The Bucks. The Bucks
Oh,
do have a
they said
really
the
good rushing
Patriots. I'm
defense.
like, really?
No.
Yeah, the Bucks are looking pretty nice. The Bucks have my defensive player of the year, rookie defensive.
Devin,
Antoine Winfield Jr.
Oh, the safety.
Been doing
Nasty.
nasty.
you said that?
Well, now.
Oh.
I'm saying this now.
I thought you said like the week one. I'm like, no, you fucking did it.
Chase Young got hurt, so like
I can
Get the
change.
fuck outta here. You're wrong. No,
Can I
okay.
change mine because Nick Bosa's not playing anymore?
No, we're talking about defensive rookie.
where's it?
But,
Rookie.
but
Hey.
but now that he can change it, I want to change my defensive
Go
player
ahead.
of the year.
Go ahead, do it.
All right. Who you gonna put? Who you gonna pick?
I'll come back to it. I'm not
Hey,
ready.
my
I
pick's
wasn't
looking
ready.
pretty good.
Who would you pick?
Patrick Queen lit up Joe Burrow this week.
Oh, I thought we were
no.
talking about like
I did say.
like defensive, like not
no,
rookie.
defensive rookie.
Oh, okay, no, but I
Because-
thought we moved on from it.
Oh no.
Because I'm a player. You're TJ Watt or Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett, dude. I called Miles Garrett too.
Yeah, you
You guys
did.
saw this?
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt or
There
Miles
you
Garrett.
go.
All right, next.
TJ Watt. Speaking of TJ Watt, was on the Pat McAfee show.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool guy.
He
I
is.
didn't watch the episode, but I know he's a cool guy.
He's a great guy.
I know he's.
I just know it.
I text him all the time.
All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to the Chiefs versus the Raiders.
What a game.
Derek Carr, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception this year.
Someone had to beat them. I'm kind of happy it was Vegas,
Yeah.
right? Because it's
Pretty
like
close. Pretty close. Pretty close.
because he's been struggling a lot in the stadium, even before Patrick Mahomes. He's been struggling a little, but I'm glad he overcame it. I'm happy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy that the AFC West, like those teams are except for the
The Broncos.
yeah, the Chargers and the Raiders both put up a fight against Kansas City.
Yeah.
The Chargers
I
game
mean,
was pretty
that's the way
close.
it is with like most division games, unless it's like just one team's like embarrassingly bad, like the Jets.
Yeah.
Right. Like most of the time, most teams will put up a fight just because it's a rivalry week, so it's a little bit different. But like the Raiders look really good right now,
Yeah.
and
They could be the wild card.
Yeah.
if the Chiefs won this game, I probably would have been asking, oh, are the Chiefs gonna go 16-0? But like the truth is, their defense looks pretty bad.
I knew someone would stop them. I didn't think it would be Vegas,
I think it'd be the Raiders.
but I'm glad it is. Like, just because, I like to root for them.
yeah.
This is a Las Vegas Raiders friendly podcast.
You know, it was the same thing with the Bills. We're gonna get into the Bills every week because
Yeah,
Josh Allen.
It's a little iffy with the Bills. Bro.
You know, I
Josh
thought-
Allen's the best quarterback in.
I thought the Bills would be the one that beat the Chiefs.
I thought so too.
I thought so too, right? But then we're gonna talk about this like obviously when we get into our picks for next week. But like I don't think the Chiefs will lose twice. It's very hard seeing a world
losing
where-
twice, but like before they lost.
Yeah, before they lost this game.
I thought the
yeah.
Bills.
Yeah, because the Bills are just like
Yeah.
Josh Allen's just that guy. I don't think
They're
Patrick
just built
Mahomes
different.
is a franchise quarterback. You
Yeah,
know?
like
I listen to the Jets. I take all my football information from the Jets. You know what I mean? But no, speaking of Derek Carr, you guys think he's the quarterback for Las Vegas' future?
yeah. I've always
Me
liked
too.
them.
I
A
never-
year ago, I would have said no.
Bullshit. No, I'm joking.
I mean, last year I felt so bad for him. I had him on my bench for my fantasy
Bro,
final.
It's like, okay, you look
For
at
the
him
Super
when
Bowl.
the years he had good receivers, when he had Amari Cooper and he had Michael Crabtree, right? His second year, he threw 32 touchdowns to 13 picks. Pretty good for a second year.
Yeah.
Right? He was an MVP candidate that year. I don't know if it was that year or the year after, but he threw 28 touchdowns and 6 interceptions the year after. Another really good year. I think he got hurt in one of those 2 years. That's why he probably didn't win MVP, but he took the Raiders to the playoffs. Then once you strip away his receivers, they took away Michael Crabtree, who started declining at that point anyways.
Took away Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, like the thing with Amari Cooper, bro, like I don't know, like he just has some games where he just disappears. I love Amari Cooper, one of my favorite players, but like he just has some games where he disappears, and then he was doing the Raiders, and John Gruden got tired of it.
Yep.
So he traded him away, and then he got stuck with nobody. They tried to give him AB, didn't pan out.
That would have been great.
Would have been great.
That would have been that we're seeing now that would have been great. And like we said already, like Henry Ruggs on that offense would have been AB pretty much.
Yeah. Literally.
That's what they were trying to do. They're trying to build the offense and scheme it around AB. And last year we saw that like they pretty much just didn't pass the ball unless they needed to.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Derek Carr.
Me too.
Never understood why people said that the Raiders should trade him or get rid of him because John
Yeah.
Gruden doesn't like him.
I didn't under-
because John Gruden not like him. That's a dumb reason. But trading him away, it's like
I didn't understand why they picked up Mariota. I thought it was dumb.
just have someone reliable on the back.
But like,
Yeah.
he didn't do that bad last year.
No, but they weren't like
Oh,
threatening
but
him.
it's just having someone reliable. at
It's
the
like
back.
well, look at the Cowboys with Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
just in
Sucks.
case.
All right, so now Jaguars versus Texans.
Haha.
This is just
Do you guys
sad
think the
series to
Jaguars?
watch.
Oh yeah, it's just pathetic. But like, do you think the Jaguars are going to start tanking for Trevor Lawrence?
Nope. I
don't
think the Jaguars are trying to tank, but Gardner Minshew isn't.
Yeah, he isn't for sure. But it's like there's only so much one man can do.
Oh, of course.
I mean, James
but then
Robinson.
again, this is the man, the myth, the legend, Gardner Minshew.
the Minshew.
All right.
I mean, James Robinson, besides this
Savage.
week, has been playing very well.
Fucking
Yeah,
savage.
But this week, he was
Yeah,
just
God.
fucking garbage.
Hey, but you guys know what? You guys know what Vincent Van Gogh would tell the people that said that he couldn't be a good painting?
Can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Can't hear you. All right. So then again, we're having this talk, but then again, he doesn't believe that talk. I just think, like I told you guys, if he wins 4 games, keep him.
yeah.
Right. But the thing is, if he ends up in a situation where they end up with the number 1 pick,
that's what I hate. Don't set him up for failure, bro.
exactly,
Like,
it's not fair to him.
Because I like this guy. It's the same thing I've kind of said with Sam Darnold because I've started to like feel bad for him.
oh yeah, I do feel bad for him.
Right. So it's just
100%.
like, don't do this. Like,
no, we talked about that last week. Like,
don't do this.
or the last time I saw you guys was just like, why would you put Trevor Lawrence in the same situation you're putting Sam Darnold in?
It's
He's
just
not gonna
because
do
they're
better.
fucking idiots.
It's not gonna work.
because
like,
they're idiots.
Yeah, it's not gonna
so
work.
fucking
They
dumb.
should just trade the pick. Like it's
That's,
like
yeah, that's what I told you.
No.
Like,
Draft him.
I say you trade
I'm
a pick
down.
for players. Like, it's just so dumb.
You don't know how fast I'd buy a Jets jersey if that
Like, the
happened.
minute the draft starts, you just
I'd
like
never. I'd never.
pre-order it.
I'd
I would
have to.
never.
By committee, I'd have to.
Well, okay. I've said this many times before. 30 jerseys are bought on my behalf, and then 31 would be the Jets, 32 would be the Seahawks.
You buy a
Whoa.
Jets jersey over a Seahawks jersey?
That's
Because I
That's
fucking
bold.
hate the Seahawks.
yeah, but
Wow.
you would prefer a Jets?
You know, but like I said that, and then I thought about DK Metcalf. I was like, I take a DK Metcalf jersey, even though those light green jerseys that they were wearing
yeah.
on Sunday night were fucking terrible.
I like the color rush one where it's just like
It's
green.
just a light green, but
Yeah.
the light green with the blue was horrendous.
I really don't like the jerseys. I think they should redesign them because they just look like a blue version of the Bucks old jerseys, in my opinion.
Yeah, but they're nicer. The Bucks old jerseys
I
were
guess,
disgusting.
yeah. I mean, because blue is a nicer color than red, in my opinion.
Blue
That's
works
it.
more.
That's
Oh, no.
it.
No.
That's literally it. Anyways,
the old Bucks jerseys were a mess. Let's talk about this
Oh.
now. Since you brought it to the floor.
okay, bro.
The light orange on the red,
The
on the red
creamsicle?
colors,
The creamsicle? Just
on the on the red on the red numbers and the gray outline. There's just too many things going on with that old Bucks jersey.
but the creamsicles are fire.
Oh, just the orange ones, like
Yeah.
the throwbacks.
The-
yeah, the throwbacks are fire.
Fire.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
All right.
All right, so now that we've talked about that,
Okay.
we gotta talk about the other game from Game 5 that stood out: Steelers versus Eagles. Are the Steelers overrated or
Nope.
the Eagles getting it all put together?
I don't think either of them. I think it's just like a
Either
luck.
of them.
I think the Eagles are putting it together.
No.
Even though their defense this week took a step back, but I think Carson Wentz is like getting like adjusted to like the receivers somewhat. Travis Fulgham,
I don't blame
number one threat.
God, Travis Fulgham. Bro, Travis Fulgham was stressing me the fuck out, bro. Jesus. But I'll let you say your opinions before I opinionate.
All right, it's just like you gotta think, bro. Going into like the camp and everything, Carson Wentz hadn't played with these guys. He's playing with Deshaun Jackson and Jalen Reagor, who are nowhere to be found now because they're fucking both hurt. They're hanging out in IR. Now he's with these practice squad receivers. He played their first game last week and he threw a touchdown. The game when he touched on to Travis Fulgham, and he comes back this week and he threw two picks or whatever. But it was against a good defense, so like can't really hold him against him. And he's still playing with like relatively unknown bad guys. I feel bad saying that, but
Bad guys.
they're not.
To think the Eagles could have had DK Metcalf.
Oh, bro.
To think.
Don't even get me started
To
with
think.
this. Oh my god. They saw DK Metcalf and they're like, all right, this man's perfect chiseled body can't run, can only run in straight lines. So we're gonna take JJ Arcega-Whiteside, who can't catch. The man has butter sticks his fingers. It's
and then they
horrendous.
had Aguilar on the second, right, like right across. It was just
that I don't understand it. And the thing is like,
that's
bro,
why they need AB.
this is where like GMs like just trigger me. How do you like see this as your wide receiver situation right now? And then you see AJ Green, who we know is a really good wide receiver, right? He's having a bad year this year.
Yeah.
But how do you just not like go trade for him? At least see like if there's something there. Like you don't have anything going for you now.
Well, I don't know. I just love him. He with the interception, he was just like watching out for the Raiders player. He's like, I got you. He was trying to set up a block or something.
Bro, that shit was hilarious. You see that video? Just running to nowhere.
He was trying to get a defensive highlight reel like Julio.
I was like, where is he running? But no, bro. But it just makes no sense to me. How do teams that have no wide receivers, like we just talk about it, like look at Derek Carr. When he has a good wide receiver, he plays better. You can't put blame on Carson Wentz when he doesn't have anybody to throw to.
Exactly. Which is another reason why it's like I think Matt Ryan's a little bit like, is praised higher than he should be because he has fucking Julio Jones. Like, you know what I mean?
No, he's played with Julio Jones his entire career. Now he's Calvin Ridley.
Exactly.
Same thing.
The fuck?
And it's like, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is nasty. Like, I'm not saying he's not nasty, but the truth is, like, he is better because he has Tyreek Hill. And
Exactly.
All
That's
these
why
guys.
I've always said if you put him in the Bears system, he wouldn't replicate the same way.
Yeah, he probably. I mean, he would still make the plays. It just wouldn't be with the like. It wouldn't be 50 touchdowns his first.
Yeah,
year.
it's not MVP. It's not Super Bowl.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But
That's the thing.
But the Steelers game, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying it's the Eagles because I think the Steelers are a good team.
I mean,
I think the Steelers are a good team. I think the Eagles just. I think we've talked about this on the road trip. I've heard other people say it. The Steelers defense gets too comfortable sometimes, and that's why they allow them to score a lot.
100%.
Well, I mean, Miles Sanders had that 77-yard run too.
And look, I'm gonna put the blame fully. Like, if there's anyone to blame on the Steelers, that's Keith Butler, the defensive coordinator, putting 5'9" Mike Hilton on 6'3" Travis Fulgham. Yeah. That's gonna work. That's gonna be perfect. And you see it. Like once you made the switch to Joe Hayden, it's like, oh wow, look, a pick. Like, oh, who the fucking thought, right? Who the fuck would have thought? It's just
You see, the reason the Eagles didn't pick DK Metcalf was because they knew that pairing DK Metcalf with Travis Fulgham would just be destruction. It'd
Destruction.
be unfair.
Dude, fun fact, Travis Fulgham got signed to the team, I think, like last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is hilarious. That's
and he got the game-winning touchdown.
It's hilarious, bro. And I
Do
don't
you know how hard that is for a quarterback? Like to just see a guy like 1 week and be like, all right, bro, like I guess I'm throwing to you. Like it takes like a rapport. Like fucking Dak has been playing with Amari Cooper already for like what? This was their third year.
I think so.
With Michael Gallup this is their third year too. It's like it takes a while for you to like get like accustomed to receivers and like how they run routes, where they're gonna be placing the ball. It's like you gotta think his best receiver is Zach Ertz because he's been playing with Zach Ertz since his rookie year.
That's
Yeah,
why
Zach
AB,
Ertz is
that's
playing
why
like
AB
garbage.
thrives so much in the Steelers.
Bro, that's just a lot of like the defense is just being like, oh, he has one weapon.
Yeah.
Let's just put everybody on him.
Let's put all 8 of us on this guy.
Yeah, and also that also could be the offensive coordinator being like, oh, we're not gonna pay this guy, so let's make him look really bad.
Yeah. It's like, why would you pay this guy?
There's multiple things going on in that.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right.
it's why AB shined. I think they had 8 years together.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
eventually he's gonna do something.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna keep someone around for 8 years and they're not doing anything.
I don't know. I think the blame is on the defense gets a little too comfortable sometimes. Right?
Very
We
possible.
we weren't ever in a deficit. We're
No.
always up or tied.
Yeah, you can thank Chase Claypool for that.
God,
The
bro.
greatest wide receiver in Steelers history.
Greatest wide receiver Steelers history, bro. Dude, I remember seeing that pick
I
last
genuinely
year.
think you guys should use the rest of the games after they posted that TikTok.
Fuck you.
Oh my God,
Fuck
Jesus.
you. Fuck you.
That was so embarrassing.
Bro,
Take
And they
off the
tagged-
jersey at
And they
least.
tagged a 16-year-old.
Oh, no.
bro, yeah,
Charlie, do we do it
did
right?
we do it
Excuse
right?
me.
Do you
That's-
accustom?
That's a sex offender case right there.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about that. But I remember seeing that pick and I was like, damn, what a worthless pick. Look at us now. I genuinely thought I'm
We don't
like,
need fucking receivers.
I mean, I knew a receiver was gonna get picked, but I was like, I don't think it's the biggest need.
He's from Notre Dame, right? He's
Notre
pretty,
Dame.
he looks pretty nice.
I mean, excuse me, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Say it right.
You uneducated
All
swine.
right,
Uh,
guys. So
all
you
right,
guys
wh-
have both given your top 10 teams.
Jared has
in
to.
previous,
And Jared has
It's
as
your
well.
turn now.
It's my turn now, right? Because I
It's-
wanted you guys to be here to react
I want
my
to see
top
this.
10.
I'm so
Right?
glad you waited for us because I wanted to be here for
I
this.
thought you would do it with Jared. I'm gonna be honest.
No. I wanted to hear his. I wanted to
All
hear
right,
his.
go.
All right, number 10, we got the Raiders.
Nice.
Said this multiple times already, but Henry Ruggs makes the offense completely different.
He does.
Stretches the field, makes Josh Jacobs a better running back, helps Derek Carr. Receivers do help quarterbacks be better, and then
What?
that defense just looks pretty good.
No way. I didn't believe that.
It's a team that's reestablishing itself. I'm
Yeah,
excited
for
to see
sure.
it.
And their defense is looking a little bit better now with Jonathan Abram. He was
Oh,
supposed to
the-
be a rookie last year, but he
Yeah.
got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And Hard Knocks is
Safety.
a really good big hit. The one who needs to wake up is their first round pick from last year. Like Abram was one of them. Josh Jacobs was the other. But the first pick that
Clemson Farrell, something
they
like
made,
that.
Cleveland Farrell from
Some-
Clemson.
From
Like
Clemson.
Farrell.
Jesus. Okay.
Sounds like a riddle.
Yeah, that D line is good, but it's not because of him. It's because actually like their 5th round pick from last year. I think his name is Max Williams or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
or Max Crosby. He's the one that's getting a lot of the sacks, and he's the best defensive lineman on
Clement
that.
Farrell from Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland Farrell. He's kind of been a bust. I know Raiders fans hate him because he kind of does nothing, but that's
He
the
was
one that we
taking
needed.
4th overall.
I know, and he
Bold.
he was the 3rd defensive lineman from like Clemson line that was picked in the 1st round, and he was the first one obviously to go
Yeah.
because he was picked 4th, and he was the worst looking one out of all
out of
three.
all
Really?
three, I remember this. I
yeah,
remember
it was
this.
like the one from the Dolphins that looks really good, Christian Wilkins, and then I think it was Dexter Lawrence from the Giants. I think is
yeah.
the 3rd one,
Perfect.
and I remember seeing all their highlights. I was like, dude, that guy that went on 4 looks pretty trash. And it's turned out that way, but let's hope that he's able to turn it around.
He got the dud.
All right, number 9 we got the Bears.
The Bears.
Bears.
Didn't want to put them too high because they're 4-1,
Yeah, but it's like you don't want to.
but I didn't want to put them too low
too
because
low.
they're 4-1.
Because they're 4-1.
All right, so it's like we had to find a compromise. I compromised at 9. Nick Foles is making the offense look a lot better now with
You think, Nick?
Allen Robinson. Obviously, he's throwing for more yards, even though they didn't put up that many points against the Bucks.
Yeah, Allen Robinson did not have a touchdown. Just caught a lot.
He just got a lot. That's an issue.
That is an issue.
Big issue.
Yeah, but the team in general just looks pretty good. Khalil Mack balling out like always. Defensive line doing nasty.
I've always had a soft spot for the Bears for no reason, but I'm just like, aw,
It's so cute.
That Bears.
it's so cute.
All right, we're going number 8. We got the Browns, baby.
Oh, good.
Going back to
Dog
Cleveland.
pound.
The Browns.
Dog pound.
Right, I just think they have probably the best run game in the NFL. They have literally what the Ravens had last year, their run game, just without the quarterback throwing in.
They probably have the best backfield.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
first in yards, like I said already, second in yards per carry. Very dominant. So obviously, have a pretty good offensive line to be able to block for those running backs and opening up the passing game for Baker Mayfield. They just need to figure out their pass defense, but very solid team. I
Nice
like what I'm
pick.
seeing.
What's
Number
next?
7. We're in the Rams.
What?
The Los Angeles Rams, baby.
Los
You got
Angeles.
Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Jared Goff leading this team to a 4-1 record. They're
Said
just
this so many times on the show, but they're looking like they're 2018.
yeah, they are looking at 2018, and in general, they're just like a really well coached team.
Yeah,
And they're
love
showing
Sean
that.
McVay.
Winning
That's
games that they
cool.
have to. The only loss of the season was against the Bills, who are going to be in this list. But later.
A valid loss.
Yeah.
It's very close. So I like what I'm seeing from them. Number 6, got the Ravens, baby,
Baltimore?
Baltimore.
in Baltimore. They're lower on this list than like I think a lot of you guys had them on, but I just think Lamar Jackson's not. Fuck, bro, I need to sneeze.
I think he's overrated.
Lamar Jackson isn't overrated.
I think he's
man, We
overrated.
literally talked about this last.
Yeah.
I
last
don't
time.
think he's overrated.
He's overrated, but that's not. That's
He's
neither
pretty
here
good
nor
for a
there.
running back.
All right, he's pretty good for a running back. I think. You want me to be honest with what I think is happening this season? It's got into his head that people say that he's a running back.
Yeah.
And he's trying to prove that he can throw, and he's not able to throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 100% what's
That's
happening.
Yep.
valid. That's so valid.
Yeah, so it's getting into his head, and like they need to figure that out because they're trying to have him throw too much.
Or I think Harbaugh's just like trying to prevent an injury. Because if
That's
he just
possible,
keeps
too.
running, he's just gonna get smacked.
Oh
bro.
yeah, there's gonna be like what fucking happened to Joe Burrow this week. Even
Literally.
though I didn't think that hit was that big. The hit against the Eagles was the bad.
That was
one.
horrible.
Ooh, like,
But
But you know what bothers me about Baltimore?
go ahead.
what?
Is that, and we talked about this, every time they have a lead, they take out Lamar Jackson. They
Oh
put in
my God,
RG3.
RG3.
Bro, but
That bothers me so much.
That bothers me as a fantasy owner, like so much.
Yeah.
why? RG2's just that guy. He came in, he made a play.
Ah, shut up, bro. That's why I got rid of him just
He
now.
made a play for the Washington football team.
It bothers me so much.
I mean, they only do that. I mean, they do that like usually when they're up by like 30 points going into the fourth quarter. Why are you gonna put him out there?
But still, why not?
Because he's gonna get hurt.
Well, he's going to get hurt any other game.
No, he's not gonna get hurt.
You never
okay,
know.
Okay, if he gets hurt in a game where it's competitive, it's different than getting hurt in a
I
game
know.
where you're up by 30.
As a fan, I'd be pissed if I go see I pay for a game and then
no, because you saw three quarters of Lamar
but I
Jackson
paid for
balling out.
4 quarters of football.
Paid for 4 quarters of football. You didn't pay to see.
That's
RG3?
true. I mean, it would. Like, can you imagine if you go to like a Lakers game and LeBron just like stops playing after like
I
halfway
mean, if
through
you
the
go to a
third?
blowout, that happens. They
Yeah,
take out
but-
LeBron.
Yeah, but that's boring.
The only reason they didn't take out LeBron in the finals because it was the finals. But in normal blowouts, they take out their star players.
Nah, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
No me gusta.
Alright.
What's
Number
next?
5, going the Steelers. You got them.
Steel City, baby.
Steelers.
That steel curtain.
Only reason they're not higher because they're a very dominant team. They obviously have a really good defense, really good offense. Chase Claypool establishing himself as the number 1.
God, jeez.
Right?
It's scary for
But-
Juju, but
In total, all the teams that they have beat have 3 combined wins.
that doesn't
Not
matter.
acceptable.
Doesn't matter.
That's fucking terrible. They played pretty terrible teams.
But they're still 4-0.
They're still 4-0, so that's why they're at number 5.
Just a 4 now.
Not slandering them. Right? But they're not better than number 4.
It's number 4.
The Buffalo Bills, baby.
Oh.
Follow.
Only reason they're not higher is because we haven't seen them play this week yet, because they do play tonight.
Mhm.
But Josh Allen playing out of his mind right now, bro.
Oh, they're playing right now. Actually,
Oh, for real?
it's 7.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Stephon Diggs, please catch some touchdowns.
We need Joshy to show up tonight.
AJ Brown, please.
It
get
could
shot.
happen.
I
It
need
could
a solid
happen since John
60-point performance.
since John Brown's not playing. It could happen for Stephon Diggs.
Very possible.
Because lately he's been doing the same thing what happened with Allen Robinson, just a lot of yards, no touchdowns.
AJ Brown needs to get shot.
Either way, that offense is very dominant.
I like the
defense
offense.
hasn't been too good, actually, for the Bills. But they've been top 5 in years past. Should be able to put it together. I know Tre'Davious White isn't playing tonight.
Okay.
But if everyone's able to stay healthy, should be able to find themselves as top 5 again.
Yep.
All right, we're going to number 3. Kansas City.
Kansas City.
It's hard for me. Like, okay, yeah, it's 1 loss, but like whatever. Like, I'm not gonna put them lower than 5
Yeah.
because of 1 loss. But the truth is, like, their offense is still dominant, always flashy, still probably the best offense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Defense has made no improvements.
Yeah, it's looking a little.
It's looking a little rough
a
because
little lackluster.
they didn't improve after their Super Bowl this year. They
Yeah, 'cause
kind of
it's
just
like-
stayed the same. So they didn't make
I
some
mean,
moves there.
Yeah, it won you the Super Bowl, so.
If it ain't broke,
Yeah,
don't
it
fix
won the
it.
Super Bowl, but that's not the reason that
Yeah,
they won.
but it's also like teams will adjust, so it's like
yeah, exactly.
you need to fix.
Yeah, you need to at least.
I mean,
add a
the only
piece or
thing they
something.
added was a running game now with Edwards.
Slide.
Yeah, and the truth is they haven't even been showing that.
Yeah,
So much.
they had the first game was like the season opener, and that was his best game. After that, it's just been like decent performance,
Yeah, it's been pretty trash.
which
Alright,
is
we're
why
number
I should be
2.
able to trade for him.
We're in the Green Bay Packers.
The Packers.
Green Bay.
All right, Green Bay is just super dominant. Aaron Rodgers, another one of these quarterbacks, is playing out of their mind right now. Right, you got Aaron Jones, and that defense showing up pretty good.
Green Bay looking like a Super
The
Bowl.
only
contender.
reason they're not number 1 is because they didn't play this week.
That's right.
If not, I think they're a better overall team than the Seahawks. Seahawks last in pass defense, so that's my number 1 right now.
The
The Seahawks are number 1. Their pass defense is pretty terrible, but also it's also because they take leads and then same thing. They just play prevent defense and give up a lot of yards.
Mhm.
That's one reason why. But Russell Wilson's playing out of his mind. That offense looks unstoppable. DK Metcalf is establishing himself as probably like a top 3 receiver in the NFL.
And we like that.
He's a god. And then for the defense, Bobby Wagner's there. Jamal Adams has been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But in total, it's not
Yeah.
terrible. Their pass defense is pretty terrible, but they're pretty good against the run. So it balances out. So that's my top 10 list.
We like that.
It's a solid list.
So we're going into our week 6 games now. Making our predictions. Who you guys got on? Well, we don't have any Thursday night games
That's
this week.
right. That's so
It's
We
weird.
very
don't?
strange.
Yeah, there's no Thursday night game.
No.
What?
there's not.
It was supposed to be
Thursday
the Chiefs and Bills, right?
night, which is a banger. Like, let's get into
Yeah,
that.
but
Yeah.
then
But
they'd have to play 2 games in 2 days.
Yeah.
So
so they moved it to next Monday. We have 2 Monday night games. Well, it's not technically Monday night. It's Monday at 5:00.
Monday
Ooh.
afternoon.
So we have no Sunday night games. I thought they were gonna move to Saturday, which would have been fire.
That would have been awesome. What
But-
the fuck? That's so cool.
Now we got 2 Monday games, so
Whatever.
We'll take it. We'll
What
take it.
happens,
We'll take
what
it.
happens, what happens.
All right. So now our first game of the week, Broncos at Patriots. Who you guys taking?
Patriots.
If Cam's playing, the Patriots.
Not even if,
If Cam's playing, it's easy to leave the Patriots. But if Drew Lock's playing for the Broncos,
Could be a
No.
close one.
I
No.
think. I mean, okay, I'm gonna take the Broncos
I'm picking
for
the
that
Patriots.
reason. Without Cam, they look pretty terrible last
oh
week.
my god! If you gotta put in Stidham, bro, you gotta put in.
Oh,
Stidham.
you have to play
Yeah.
Stidham.
I'm not-
Stidham threw a pick, but it wasn't even his fault. I didn't see the second pick though.
There was 2.
Yeah,
I was at
'cause-
that game. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. I know there was 2 because that's what the second one's where that guy got pissed off and left. But I can't
Well,
remember.
the second was the pick 6.
Uh-huh.
All right, either way,
Hey, whatever. That's fine.
quarterback situation a mess for the Patriots without Cam Newton. It's almost like backup quarterbacks are worse than the starters.
Who would have thought?
Who would've thought?
Not me.
Breaking news. Right, so we're going with the Broncos in that game. All right, Houston at Titans. Who you guys got?
The Titans.
bro.
Easy.
Yeah.
Titans. Well, actually, no.
No.
Based on what we know now that they just scored a touchdown in the first drive, Titans.
Yeah.
All right, Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I'm choosing Pittsburgh. But it's
Going
going to be a fucking...
Going Cleveland.
This is going to be a high-scoring
Because the
game.
thing is, like, the way Cleveland plays with that run-heavy offense, like, they're going to be able to take the ball away from Pittsburgh, like, just in time of possession. But now Pittsburgh can score in quick runs, but you're not giving Big Ben the amount of time that he probably needs to get into a rhythm. So, I'm going Cleveland. They're in a hot streak right now.
Pittsburgh.
Divisional game, anything's possible. Then again, with my luck, Pittsburgh's going to slap them.
Yeah. I've grown... I don't know why, but lately I've been growing to a really big Steelers fan. I don't know why.
It's because of this kid.
No, I just...
Same thing happened to me last year.
I keep, like, imagining myself being in the Steelers.
All right.
Greatest team in the world.
Baltimore at Philadelphia. Who you guys got?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Bro, I got Phil. No, I'm joking. I'm going Baltimore too. Like, it's not even close.
I better get
Now
slapped.
here comes the real banger right here.
All right, bro. This is probably a Super Bowl preview.
Divisional game right here.
This should have been the Sunday night game.
It should have been.
The Washington football team
Versus
at
New
the
York Giants.
Who you guys got?
Ooh.
I don't know. It's just-
Washington.
It's so
Okay, look, it's
so bad. Like, I
Alright.
don't want to
Oh,
on
pick.
one side you got shit. On the other side you got shit. Which one do you choose?
it's poo poo and pee pee.
And you have
That's what we
you
got
have
right now.
2 of the best offensive lines in football going against each
Exactly.
other.
Exactly.
I think
I
what-
actually have the Giants.
I'm
I was
going
gonna say
for
the Giants.
too.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose New
bro,
York.
The Giants just like their coach, and they always come out and like the one thing you can never say about the Giants is they lack effort. I like them.
I
I
mean,
hope Daniel Jones is able to pull
They
off a win.
put up a pretty good game against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I think they can beat the Redskins.
No, they put up a good fight against.
Whoa.
Whoa! All right, guys. All right, we're taking resumes, please.
I'm gonna file my resignation today.
And Jared, you can come back to the show.
Yeah.
All right. So
Jesus.
I hope Daniel Jones is able to pull off a win. I hate the slander talk against him. He does fumble the ball a lot, but then again, it's kind of hard to work on your fumbling issues when you're being pressured every single time. It's not.
I
even
want
his
them to win so the Jets can continue losing.
fault. Stop trying to fulfill your prophecy,
Dude, this is on my kink right now.
All right, we got another banger next. We got Atlanta at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
You guys got-
Minnesota.
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 On normal circumstances, I take
No,
Minnesota.
no,
Right.
don't
The thing
pick
is,
the
Don't
Falcons.
say that.
teams, whenever they fire their head coach, tend to rally behind the interim head coach.
I
I'm
mean,
going
the
with
Texans did
Falcons.
win.
And also, the Minnesota pass defense is complete garbage. So
Yeah.
Matt
But-
Ryan doesn't
but-
abuse them. It's
But the
something
Falcons defense is garbage too.
yeah,
But they
that's
both
a
got
given.
pretty solid offenses.
Exactly. This would be a shootout. This is actually be a really exciting
But
game.
I think
now we're talking
Nah,
about it.
yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for this.
I don't know. I feel it's gonna be a big blowout.
It's funny because these teams don't even have a better record than the Giants and the
Yeah.
Washington football team, but we know that these teams are better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with the Falcons. We're rooting for them. Julio Jones,
Yeah,
Calvin
the
Ridley,
Vikings.
Todd Gurley,
The Vikings.
popping
Dude,
off.
Jesus
I
Christ.
love Todd Gurley now, bro, dude. Oh, my God.
All right.
Arthritis? Who?
Arthritis who? All right, now we got another banger. We got Detroit at Jacksonville.
Detroit.
I'm a closet Detroit fan, but I'm a big time Jacksonville fan.
I'm gonna choose Jacksonville.
These are both my teams.
I don't want to root for Matt Patricia ever, but
I'm just choosing Jacksonville because I have the running back, so I really
I
want
just think
him
Detroit's
to
a better
succeed.
team. They're probably gonna end up winning. It's
I
not.
have
It's not
TJ
because of
Hawkinson,
Patricia.
so
It's not because of Patricia. It's because of the team Jim Caldwell put together.
I guess so.
That Patricia's gonna win.
I guess
so
so.
we're going with the Detroit Lions. And next we got Cincinnati at Indianapolis.
I'm choosing
Colts.
the Colts.
Yeah, it's Colts. The Colts are just a better overall team.
Yeah.
Philip Rivers playing like garbage, but it doesn't really matter because the defense is so good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Defense is great. They actually have like one of the best O lines in the league.
Do they really?
And yeah, Jonathan Taylor's a savage.
Yeah,
So-
Jonathan Taylor is really. I wish he would have been on the Dolphins, but we got our eyes on Travis Etienne now,
Oh, he's
so
a
it's all right.
gangster, bro.
Travis Etienne's nasty, but yeah, Jonathan Taylor's pretty stacked.
So yeah,
Alright,
Colts,
now we
Colts,
got-
Colts.
Chicago at Carolina.
The Bears.
Yeah, well, the Bears. Even though I like Carolina, and if
Teddy
McCaffrey's
Two Gloves?
back,
You guys are betting against Teddy Two Gloves. Don't worry, me too. Chicago, Chicago.
yeah, I'm choosing Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago just has a better defense, and like Nick Foles isn't great, but that Carolina defense is pretty trash, so they're gonna end up winning. All right,
Next team,
let's talk about
another
the game of the
banger.
week. We had a game at 4:05. We got the Jets at Miami.
You want to
Jeez.
go? I want to go.
You want to go?
I really want to go to this
Go see
game.
Sam Darnold.
I really want to go to like.
No, I want to go to Miami. Well, the Bengals versus Miami. That's the game.
are
I'm
you
going-
serious?
Dude, we gotta go.
Yeah, I'll
We
be down.
should go.
That'd go to 100%.
Are you
Bro,
no
serious?
fucking business.
I need to see the Jets, bro. I need to see this with my eyes,
seen the
bro.
Jets.
I don't want to watch the Jets.
That's one of the games I've been in person. Jets versus Miami. I swear.
Bro, you think I want to see this?
You
Like, no, but like I have to.
I don't
I have
want
to
to.
fulfill my destiny.
If I see them, if I go to this game, and I see them, I'm gonna count it as a Jets game because I never want to see the Jets
nope,
again
nope. We still gotta go to MetLife, best
For the
turf
Giants.
in the league.
for the
Oh my
Giants.
God.
I've actually always thought about that,
Like, do
where,
you- like-
where it's like, since I want to go to every stadium, like, do I see every stadium or every team?
Because if it's
Yeah.
every stadium, technically, by seeing the Jets or the Giants,
By
you're
seeing
fine.
yeah,
Or
and
the
by seeing
Rams.
the Rams.
Twice,
Chargers.
trash twice. Why would you want to do that to yourself?
Well, I can see the Rams and the Chargers. That's the,
No.
Well,
I'm talking about MetLife.
Oh yeah, the greatest turf in the league.
Maybe you can just get lucky and just go to a game and just see them both at once and knock them out.
Yeah, like what
That's
if
what I
what
thought
if
about that.
yeah what if like I go one week into New York and then like for some reason like how the season started where the Giants were Monday night and then the Jets could be on Sunday and then bada bing bada boom.
But why do you
It
want
works,
to see
it
the
works.
Giants and those two teams like back to back?
All right, either way, we're taking Miami in this game.
Yeah, dude, we should go
by default. I'm taking Miami by default.
Yeah, it's not really because
I want to see how much the tickets are, but we're gonna keep talking about this.
All right, next we got Green Bay at Tampa Bay. It's probably gonna
It's
be
gonna
the
be a
game
good
of the
game.
week, actually. It's a
Green
big
Bay,
game.
Tampa Bay.
I'm going Green Bay. Easy.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a pretty good game.
I
I'm
don't think
taking-
so. I think Green Bay's gonna knock them out. I think Green Bay is like a serious Super Bowl contender. That's why I'm literally saying that
No,
they're probably the best team
I'm
in the
not
NFL.
saying they're not.
I think Green Bay's gonna win this game. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be a close game, but I don't know.
I don't think so. They've literally just been dominating everybody.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I just don't like betting against Brady sometimes. But like,
Well, here
Would-
I am. I'm
would you-
cashing my $500 bet.
Would
off
you
for
be
Green
down
Bay.
to sit in nosebleeds?
Oh my god, I'm not going to this game. I'm not
Yes,
gonna see Sam
please,
Darnold.
please.
No.
It's
No.
$44.
No.
I'll pay for it.
Oh,
I'll pay for it. Let's go, please.
I'll think about it.
Oh my god, please. You want to come?
I don't want to go.
This is an EBS tax write-off.
All right, we got Rams at San Francisco. Who you guys got this
The
game?
Rams.
The Rams.
Rams, easy. The thing. All right, gotta address this.
Here comes the bias.
Yeah, here we go.
No. I said Rams. Easy.
But you're
What are
gonna
you
address
gonna
something.
address?
No, but fucking Jimmy G getting benched. He didn't get benched because he played bad. He got benched because he was hurt. They literally
Cap.
said it.
Cap.
Cap.
I
Really?
can say what I want. I'm hurt, so I'm gonna sit down, but I'm not really hurt.
No, it's the okay. The
You think
truth
Paul
is-
Pierce was hurt?
Bro, all right. No, but like the thing with him is like when you have like a high ankle sprain like he had, whenever you come back and like you're not 100%, the problem you have is that like you don't plant your back foot strong enough, and then you start sailing balls. And both of his picks were that he sailed the ball. So it's exactly what happened. It's obvious. And like the thing is like he was playing bad. I'll give that to him, but it was because of the injury. And then fucking he was getting blasted every single play. I don't know what the hell the offensive line was doing. Like there was one play where I was like, "Oh shit, bro! Like this guy's out for the season." Like he
They fucking murdered him.
He stood in the bucket and went like this, and then someone just came from behind, just fucking rocked him, and I was like, "Oh no, rip!"
They
Jimmy
got
G.
him.
I was like, "Rip Jimmy G." So I don't know what the hell's going on with the offensive line. They don't even know if he's gonna be able to play next week. Hopefully he's able to. I hope he's just get him to 100%. But the truth is, like, they're not gonna bench him because like they know their backup quarterbacks are trash anyway. So it's like, what's the point of benching him?
Next, we have the Chiefs
This is gonna be a bang
versus the Bills.
Sucks that it's at 5 p.m. though. It's so weird.
It's like a noon game.
That's actually, I think. That's actually, I think, the same time we went to the Chiefs Patriots game. Fun fact.
Well, it was 5 p.m. their time. It was 6 p.m. here.
Oh, really?
So it'll be 4 p.m. their time.
Interesting.
Fucking idiot. No, I'm just
Fucking
Interesting.
dummy.
No, but it was like the same concept where it was one was earlier.
Dummy. I want the Bills to win, but like we talked about earlier, I don't think the Chiefs can lose twice.
Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs are gonna lose twice. I love the Bills. Want them to win again.
But if the Bills
But
do win,
If
I'm
the
gonna lose
Bills
my mind.
lose tonight, then would the Bills lose 2 in a row?
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Who's gonna take the streak? I got the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'll go with the Chiefs too.
It's I can't pick one. I can't. It's too hard.
Josh Allen versus Patrick.
I'm gonna
Mahomes.
pick the Bills just because I have Stephon Diggs. That's it.
All right,
That's all my bias.
It's acceptable. It's acceptable. Then
Cardinals
probably would have been a really exciting game if Dak
yeah,
was hurt.
I'll
was
say the same
healthy.
thing.
It might still be because Andy Dalton isn't a normal backup. The
Yeah,
Cardinals versus
I'm not
Cowboys.
doubting Andy Dalton's skill.
I just don't believe in him yet.
Yeah, we gotta see.
I don't
Hey,
trust. I don't trust Gingers.
Andy Dalton did take the Bengals to the playoffs multiple times.
Mhm.
All right.
And he also got benched on his birthday.
You
So
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Zach Taylor said, "Fuck you."
Hey, happy birthday, man! By the way, you've been moved
Yeah,
down on the
you're gone.
Bro,
I'm gonna choose the Cow. No,
I got
the
the
I
Cardinals.
got the Cardinals. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
I just
Kyler
like
has
the
a great
teddy bear.
game.
Yeah. That's
I love
easy.
We
Gummy
root
bear.
for the teddy bear.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
now we got a yes or no question. This is actually very simple because it's either you're stupid or you're not.
Yeah.
LeBron just won his 4th championship.
No.
4th championship and 4th MVP.
I'm answering your question before.
Is
it
he the
starts.
GOAT?
Look,
He's the GOAT.
He
I
is
don't-
the GOAT. We're
okay,
just
I don't know
mad
if
because
it's-
the Heat
I don't know
lost.
if it's the
No.
Heat in the
It
moment.
is the Heat.
Yeah, but
He
it's
is
like,
the GOAT.
God,
He's the
it's-
GOAT. He's won everywhere he's gone. He's won on 3 different teams. He's been the Finals MVP on 3 different teams.
I guess he has more accolades than
So
Jordan.
fucking mad right now.
I mean, yeah, like
And, like-
no, and I get it. It's like he has more accolades than Jordan. He's a better athlete than Jordan ever was. Jordan was just so dominant in these times, but yeah,
He had
He
fucking
is
16
the greatest of all
playoff
time.
appearances, and the one year he missed it was last year.
He's never lost in the first round. Michael Jordan lost every year in the first round until Scottie Pippen got
He's
there.
been to 10 finals, and at one point he went to 8 straight in a row.
Exactly.
That's just crazy.
It's insane.
I get it.
The only thing people are gonna say for Jordan is because he's 6-0. That's the
No,
only
and then
thing.
people like, bro, people like were like, oh, he didn't make the playoffs last year. He had the Lakers last year.
He had
with
Lonzo Ball.
No, wait.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
He had the Lakers with Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram and like all those
Josh
guys who are decent, but they're not playoff guys because they didn't make the playoffs this year, right? He had
Yep.
them in 4th place in the West, the toughest conference, which everyone said that he wouldn't be able to make the playoffs in, right?
Mhm.
He gets hurt for 18 games. They go 6-12. And out of the playoffs. How is that LeBron's fault? And then he
He
rushed
shouldn't
back.
have gotten hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
What an idiot.
Michael Jordan wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Michael Jordan wouldn't have gotten
He'd
hurt.
just be like, "No, I'm not hurt."
The doctor comes and is like, "Oh, you tore your hamstring," and he's like, "No," and like, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, but
Can't
the
argue
only
with
thing
that.
people are gonna say for Jordan is that he's 6-0 and LeBron's 4-6.
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
the only argument
that's
you have for
the
Jordan
only
over
thing you can
LeBron.
say.
It pisses me
Jordan
off.
wasn't a bitch.
All right, guys, we're taking
Well-
in 2 new hosts.
well, I said I
Um,
told him when we were gone. We watched what game?
We
Of the
watched
finals?
2, 3, and 4.
Okay, well, one of them. Okay, the one that he won. The only one that he won.
No, he
no,
won
they won
2.
2.
They won
Shut
2
your
and
mouth.
5. No,
Okay.
3 and 5. 3 and 5. 3
Because
and 5.
this was the first game they won. LeBron left the court like before the game finished.
Yeah, that's some pussy
And
ass shit.
I told him this. I'm not agreeing. I'm not switching. But Jordan would have never done that.
Yeah, I
No.
don't want to be that guy, but
No. You see, but like that's bullshit too, right? Because Jordan was the one that was bitching about the Pistons doing it, right? To
yeah,
him.
but the Pistons were beating the shit out of him, bro.
Yeah. They were fucking physically hitting the
Nah, yeah, okay, you can say that. Like, yeah, they were way more aggressive in the 80s and the 90s, but the defense that being played was actual trash.
No, but
It was
I
just
get what you
fucking
mean,
fist
like,
fights.
when
No, yeah.
Isaiah Thomas and everyone when they left during the Eastern Conference Finals. Like I know what you're talking
And
about.
it's not like he did it like it's not like he did it if we won the championship. And LeBron would have done that if we won the championship. He would have gone to Jimmy.
I don't know.
I
That was
don't
just one
know.
game.
I don't know.
He's done it
Just one
multiple
game.
times already, and it's kind of annoying.
It's like whatever. Still won.
But that's the only thing I have against. Like,
I feel like you would have walked away.
if the Heat win,
game 7 and we lose game and
he didn't
we
do it to the Warriors. He's lost championships
this,
before.
this
He's never
is
done
the,
it.
This is a different championship, bro.
Nah,
This is a different
no,
championship.
no, I honestly think he would
I
have.
think he would
The
have.
only reason he left was because he was just going to like go count his. He's just texting Bronny, "Oh, one more day of your life."
You got lucky, buddy. You got lucky.
You think these fucking Miami Heat are gonna hold me from beating?
No,
your
but
ass?
I honestly think if the Heat win, he would have done it.
Nah,
He
I
didn't
think
do
he
the
would've
war.
walked
He didn't
away.
do it with the Warriors because he expected the Warriors to be in the finals.
he wouldn't have because he would have gone up to Udonis Haslam.
Nah,
The way Haslam went up to him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
think so. Well, who cares? Like that's not even fucking difference. Michael Jordan's the same guy that said that like he got motivation because someone didn't say hi to him in a restaurant. So get out of here. How petty can you be? That makes
No.
you the greatest of all time. I took that personally.
I love that,
And I took that
and
person.
I love how he made shit up in his head.
Right? So yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, great game, Mike. And he's like, what the fuck?
It's like I took that personally.
Bro, you know, bro, and we're talking about petty, right? The Last Dance got a theatrical release.
It did.
It did.
It did. You know when? Last Friday.
How the hell do you like?
How'd I miss that?
How do you watch that in the theater?
I guess
I
it's
don't
like
fucking
per
know.
episode.
I don't know, but like, yeah,
It's
I don't-
expensive.
no, but he released it the day LeBron was supposed to win his fourth ring. Think about that. And also, he okayed Adam Silver to use
Yeah.
the footage for The Last Dance when LeBron was doing his championship parade with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Think about these things.
No,
Michael Jordan knows what he's doing.
that's expensive. 'Cause it's like 10 episodes.
Yeah,
$10 a ticket?
I thought about that too.
It's $100
It's $100
to watch something that's free on Netflix.
Yeah, but it's a big screen.
Right.
It's kind of
Either way, LeBron's the GOAT. There's only one right
But
answer
it's
here.
$100.
Born in Akron. And trust and like
444.
What?
the kid from Akron.
Kid from Akron.
He's
Yeah.
444. 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, and 4
Four
regular
MVP.
season MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He's a god. All right? But now we're talking about the other team that was in the finals this year. Our hometown Miami
The
Heat.
better team.
They surpassed many people's expectations this year.
Everyone's.
A lot of people, I see a lot of things on Twitter going crazy with the moves they want to be made. What moves do you guys want to be made?
Gallinari and Ibaka.
I've been seeing that.
I what the hell?
I want Gobert.
Okay.
No. Shut
But-
your mouth.
Listen,
Okay.
get out of here. We need someone to stop AD.
Here's the thing.
Bam?
Yeah, that's why I
love
think we should
Bam.
get Serge Ibaka.
Thing is, Ibaka's not that much. Well, I think is Ibaka 7 foot. The thing with I think Ibaka's a better fit than Gobert because like once I saw it, like yeah, that made a lot of sense.
But I think
Right.
Ibaka's too old already.
He is old, but then again, like that'd just be like a cheap thing. But he's still really good in defense.
He is 7 feet.
He is. All right, so that'd help us a little
That's
bit.
it.
But the thing is, he's a better fit
He's
on
31.
offense because he can
Fuck
shoot
off.
threes.
Like, he's 31.
He can shoot threes though,
You see,
so that helps us a lot.
I
I don't
am-
want us to get Oladipo or DeMar DeRozan though. Fuck that.
I think Oladipo is actually a given, honestly. I think that's just like inevitable. As much as I kind of don't like it.
I don't like those
This
two.
isn't the MCU. You can't be saying inevitable like that. Don't just drop
Oh,
it like
Jesus Christ. But I really hope, like, I know I talked to C19 about it, and C19 really wants Gallinari, which I get it, right? But it's like, I really want Serge Ibaka. I think that would help the team so much.
You see, I didn't pick a player in specific. I just said we need a better defense, like a second defensive big
that.
man.
Yeah, we were getting eaten up on
Yeah.
I feel like that's the team's goal now.
Yeah,
I feel like
'cause
that's the team's goal to
when-
go back and beat the Lakers
when-
once
if
more.
we get Ibaka, then I think we go back to the finals. That's fine.
Yeah, pretty much. Because like if when Bam's not playing, we don't have like Olynyk's
I
not
mean,
the guy.
the next big man that we'd probably get would be Giannis, but we got to think about now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Yeah. I that's why I don't want us to get Oladipo because I feel like
We don't
he's
it's just
need
a
a
waste of
cap.
space.
Yeah.
yeah, and we don't
Right.
really need him.
like
He's
Olynyk's a
guard.
good shooter, but we need him to be
We have
defensive.
plenty of
Yeah.
shooters. If you want to bring experience, then sure, but
But he doesn't even have championship or playoff experience.
exactly.
We're
Like,
being honest.
need
he's
a
just
big guy.
been in the league longer.
Yeah.
He's been running around longer.
Yeah, so it's like, and also he's just taking up minutes that we could be giving to Duncan Robinson or
The greatest
Tyler
shooter on
Hero,
earth.
the greatest shooter on earth, Tyler Hero or Kendrick Nunn. Was nowhere to be found throughout most of the bubble, but in the finals played really
Showed up.
solid minutes.
But I still think he's
Love
out the
it.
door
None
soon.
better, none so horny.
None so horny.
You know, everyone horny. I'm liking what I see. That guy showed up in the finals.
I still think he's almost out the door though.
You think so?
I feel like he's like the
Oh yeah,
Well,
if we're gonna trade one of them, it's gonna be him.
like
Oh, yeah.
Kelly Olynyk. Like certain players are there like
it
basically
sucks.
out the door.
It sucks.
Right.
Because Olynyk did give us good minutes.
And he did have good games, but like we don't need a shooter. We
I
need
just
a
need-
big man.
Bam to step it
Yeah,
the
we just
fuck
need-
up.
We need more
Yeah.
defensive big men.
That's the thing. Like I
We
said
can't
this
play
with,
small ball. We're doing what
Yeah.
the Rockets are doing.
Well, it worked. It worked for us in game 3, like the one that we like the first
Yeah,
one that
yeah.
we went without Bam. And I was saying this to Jerry because in a way we do match up better with the Lakers when we were playing that small ball lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had we started off with Myers Leonard, but Myers Leonard could shoot threes, so he takes
Yeah.
Dwight Howard out of the paint.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes him out of the paint. So in that sense, we match up a little better without Bam.
I think Myers Leonard should have got more
But-
minutes, man. I don't know. I think he's just
I
really
think so too.
Yeah.
very underutilized.
I said this to Jerry too, that I thought that we should change our lineup to have Myers Leonard starting
Starting, yeah. Mhm.
and then just have him like fight.
He was
with
starting
Dwight.
for most of the season.
Yeah.
He was getting under Dwight's skin and he was battling with him for rebounds. He's not great on defense, but the truth is in that series, you had Bam on AD, so
Yeah.
he would have been covering Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard's not an offensive threat. They're just in there to just throw lobs to him, and he just gets putbacks. That's what he does now. But either way, good finals. Everyone said that this was the worst finals based off the first 2 games, but it shaped up. It became a really good finals.
It was fun. Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, bro. All right, this is just something that I didn't even plan to ask you guys. Where do you guys think he ranks in the NBA now? Shit. I think this has to put him in the top 10 players.
Oh, Tom.
I don't know.
If
I think so. I think you have to put him over players that have never even carried a team to the finals. Damian Lillard has to go into Jimmy Butler now.
if I was to put him at top 10, he'd be 10.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, as long as you're putting him in the top 10, I just feel like you guys, like, not you guys, just in general, people put a lot of people over him that just have never had this amount of success.
I don't think Damian Lillard's in the top 10.
I do.
He's never
Fuck
got to the
Damian
finals.
Lillard.
I mean, like, okay,
Yeah,
like,
Damian Lillard's
okay,
good
who else would be in your top 10?
Okay, so it'd be LeBron. Okay, I'm not going to play them in order. I'm just going to say 10, okay?
I can give you an order.
So we got LeBron, KD, AD, Steph, Giannis, Kawhi, even though I fucking hate the guy.
You see, for the most part, all those guys have championships except for
Kawhi.
Giannis.
I mean, yeah, Giannis.
No,
Yeah,
even Kawhi.
but
Who
that's the
else?
same argument. You know what I mean?
Season
I guess Giannis is a more dominant player, but like,
But he hasn't been able to get it done in the playoffs when Jimmy Butler has. It's not like Jimmy Butler won the playoffs and like, oh, he has one championship, so he has to be above everyone. But Jimmy Butler performed on the biggest stage when a lot of these guys haven't. Damian Lillard got swept in the conference finals.
then why would you put Giannis over?
I don't know if I'd put Giannis over him.
I think that's so invalid though.
I mean, but the thing is, Giannis is getting shut down in the playoffs every year. Jimmy Butler isn't.
I mean, but at the
Jimmy
same
Butler
time,
would have probably made the finals last year if it wasn't for a lucky shot by Kawhi. Let's be honest. The
I don't
Sixers
know.
probably would have beaten the.
the Bucks. I don't think so.
It would have been close.
I just think the matchups were set. I mean, like, look, it's just I get that I just think they're just better players. Like
I don't know,
that.
he's a baller. It's hard for me to like, and I'm not.
And I don't want to like
biased.
argue that. Like I do partially think it's biased. I mean, I love Jimmy Butler, but it's like at the same time, look, I can give you a top 10 right now. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm missing 4. Okay, so let's say Jimmy Butler is like, say it's 10.
mm-hmm.
We got Harden.
But you see, Harden's another guy. Like these
Harden's
guys put
another
up
guy,
better
exactly.
numbers, but he's never done anything.
Okay, but like, how could you like invalidate? Like, I'm not the biggest James Harden fan, but I think he's a better player than Jimmy.
He's a better scorer. He's not a better defender.
I mean, I guess.
And in the playoffs, now Jimmy Butler's had more success than him. Even though James Harden has had relatively good success, he doesn't get, but he does have a history of choking in the playoffs.
But I have Harden in there because he won MVP.
He has won an MVP.
Then would you put Russ in there?
No, Russ would not be in the top 10. Not anymore. Russ's
Russ fell off.
prime is very
Yeah,
short-lived because
he
he
fell
relied on his athleticism, but he's lost a step, and he's been out in the first round of the playoffs
Blake
every year
Griffin.
until this year. So
I don't know, man.
it's
Like,
rough.
I'm not denying the top 10 thing, but it's like I'm just denying that argument right there.
I don't know.
Because
but
the way
it's
you sound like you put him in top 5, and that's so
No,
invalid.
that's
Oh,
not
no,
five,
I'm not
'cause
putting
I
him
mean,
in.
there's
So-
5 players that have been. Like, Kawhi was what? Nick had him at like 5 or something like that. Were you just
Well,
naming
I was
players,
just naming players. I don't have an order
but
yet
yeah,
because I
you had
can't.
5 players right there who led their teams to championships. And I think, well, yeah, okay. Let's see. LeBron,
LeBron, AD,
even though I
LeBron, AD, KD,
very
Steph,
controversial
Kawhi.
thing. I think AD's might be taking over for LeBron next year. AD, that
AD's
man.
clear number 2 right now.
No, I think AD is becoming the clear number 1. Right? Fucking dude, the man can dribble like a guard, defends literally the best defender in the league because he took on the job or whatever of guarding Jimmy Butler throughout the series. When Jimmy Butler had that 50-point triple double, Giannis wasn't willing to do that, so he's the best defender in the league right now.
Yeah.
He can score from literally anywhere. We're forcing him into bad shots, taking fadeaway mid-range shots, and he was hitting them, leaving him open for threes. You can't do that, and he's 7 foot, so you have to put a 7-footer on him on the 3-point line. Man might be the best player in the league right now. But then you got LeBron, AD for sure. Those are the top 2.
KD.
I would
KD.
put. Yeah,
You don't have KD in top 5?
I don't know.
You don't have KD in the top 5. Okay, that's a little blasphemous.
Yeah,
Get
but
outta
like
here.
Blasphemous.
think
Right?
of like
We
I
got,
thought we were just strictly talking about this year.
we got Ryan Hollins.
You want to talk about all time? I mean, how are you
Not
gonna
all time. We're
like,
talking about like just in the league.
like just in the
KD's still in the league.
Yeah, I understand that, but he didn't play this year. I mean, because I feel like you're putting AD so high because of how he played this year. KD didn't play this year.
Yeah, because he did play this year, but KD's done it in the past. He's still playing though. It's not like
Yeah,
it's
but
not
like,
he
do you
retired.
get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're
Because
saying.
if AD
But-
never went to the Lakers, we wouldn't put him in the top 10.
You wouldn't put AD. You would not
no,
put AD
I
top
would
5.
put AD in the top 10. AD
I mean,
was
top 5, top
go-
5, top 5. We
AD
don't-
was top 5 going. That's why everyone's saying, "Oh, LeBron's gonna win the championship this year because he's getting 2 top 5 players." AD wasn't the top 5.
I never
He's just on
considered him a
shitty
top
team.
5.
I don't know about that.
He was.
I never considered. I knew he was great. I think he was a good big man. I never considered him top 5 players in the NBA.
Nah, he's nasty. He did take a big step with the Lakers though.
He did, but I
It
never,
might be because he's on the Lakers, but I don't think so. I think he just got better because he was able to somewhat shoot threes with the Pelicans, but not like this. Now he's become like you can't leave him open.
Yeah.
He's gonna make him, and even when you cover him, he's still gonna make him. And then obviously he's on a bigger stage now. But the truth is, the Pelicans just never surrounded him with talent. All he had was Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is a really good player. And then that one season he had DeMarcus Cousins. They made the playoffs and they won a round.
Yeah. Could be.
80 top 5. KD number 3 though.
Okay.
And then you got Kawhi. Kawhi choked this year, so that's one thing we can move him down for.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like I don't know. I can't. If because like I feel like you're ranking people off this year, so I
We're
can't
just
put KD top 5.
But you're ranking up the most like what's I don't know the word for it. Fuck.
What?
Like the last thing you saw from them. The last thing we saw from Kawhi was that he was in the thing. Last thing we saw from KD was that he was in the finals.
I guess.
Right?
Still
And who would
kind
be
of-
number 5.
Continue with the
Who would be
list.
number 5? So we have LeBron, AD, KD, Kawhi.
I don't know,
Would it be
Steph?
Giannis? No, no,
You know,
Steph?
Steph. But then you see that I can't put Steph in the top 5.
I probably wouldn't either, but we're playing on your rules.
Oh my god.
We're playing on your rules.
It's not. It's just like players that played
Okay, I guess. Yeah, go ahead.
based on their careers. Based on their
All
careers.
right, I'll rank it like that.
All right. Steph would be top 5.
Steph. You put Steph
Steph?
over Giannis, really?
Yeah. He's won a championship, and he did win the championship the first year with
That's
the
such
main
a
piece.
weird argument. I don't know.
I mean, okay, like I understand, like, yeah, based on the numbers they put up, but then again, like, that's not Jimmy Butler's in the game, just like scoring like that. Overall game, I think Jimmy Butler's probably better than all these guys. I mean, then again, James Harden might have a completely different year this year than we're used to him having.
I don't know,
He's not playing with Mike D'Antoni.
I feel like James Harden's gonna be that guy who was like always like a good like player but never made it to the finals.
He did make a final.
Yeah, but he got traded because of how
NBA
bad he did
final?
in it. Yeah, he made it with the
OKC?
Thunder.
That's fucking right. I always forget.
Yeah, but he wasn't the main piece there. It was KD. But
I forgot about that. That's wild. I forgot that they all played in OKC together.
And they went to a finals.
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
lost. That's so funny. 3 MVPs.
that's wild.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
crazy. I forgot about that.
Just food for thought though. I don't know. I like that talk. All right.
I get it, but I don't know. I can't justify putting Jimmy Butler in the top 5.
Top 5.
No,
No,
not top 5.
Top
but I was
10.
thinking top 10.
I can put him in top 10. I can't
Top
put him
5.
in
I
top
named
5.
5 players that have championships.
All right,
and
cool. Yeah,
are better than
that's
him.
fine. But like that whole little argument about like taking your team to the championship, I don't know. That's not too valid to me.
To me, it's like
I can't rank a
once
player
they
solely
get
off
there
that.
and they lose, it's like you're just playing. You're playing against the best competition in the league. So it's like I don't think you can hold it against someone for losing a finals. I think that's very stupid. Like LeBron still got his team there. Like you can't hold that against him. He always lost against better teams. The only ones that are questionable are the Mavericks, and I don't know. He hasn't really lost. The first one he was supposed to lose. He fucking went with Agauskas and Mo Williams. So once you get there, like it's hard for me to hold someone against like a loss against them. But never getting there is different than getting there and losing.
I guess.
You get me?
I see that.
I guess.
All right. So now we got in other news. All right. After winning the championship, J.R. Smith went on Instagram Live, and the world found out that they left Quinn Cook in the arena. This shit was the funniest fucking
Make a
thing I've ever
U-turn.
seen. It's just hilarious.
Come back.
J.R. Smith was like, "Yo, QC, where you at?" And they're like, "Yo, we love QC." That's just hilarious. And then Dion Wade was like, "Bro, you gotta walk. You gotta walk." Bro, the Lakers Instagram lives after the championship were just funny as fuck. Anyways,
Yeah.
the one you sent with he was talking about Giannis. He was
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee. He's like, he won it before the Greek Freak. That's so.
He's like, y'all talking about the Greek Freak, but he got a ring first.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
funny.
crazy.
Nah, but I love Dwight Howard, man. I'm so happy.
So
for him.
happy.
I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
been that big of a Dwight Howard fan like you have.
I liked
I'm
him.
a
But-
huge Dwight Howard
No,
fan.
I support him, but not like you do. I know that's like your favorite player in the league,
Right.
but I was happy. I was like crying, and he was like, just
When I was
follow
in
your
middle
dreams.
school, I had all three. Like Dwight Howard's like shoes, right? He had 3 pairs
Yeah.
in stores. The fourth ones were super hard to find. I couldn't find them anywhere. So I never bought the fourth ones, but the first 3,
You have him?
bangers. They're actually really nice though. But like, yeah,
You still have
that was
them?
my favorite player. That's probably why. That was part of the reason why I started getting into basketball. Him and LeBron.
Really?
Yeah, I love
For
that
me,
guy.
it was just the big 3.
I almost had like a fucking like crazy moment with him going to Washington and playing with John Wall. I was like, oh shit, both my favorite players on the same team. And this man had butt cramps the whole year and didn't play. You think I'm laughing, you think I'm joking, but he fucking actually had a butt injury and didn't play. But yeah, I'm so happy he won a championship.
How many teams has Dwight Howard been on?
Bro, I don't fucking know. I've lost count. The
Okay.
Magic, the
Lakers.
the Rockets, the Hawks, the Hornets. I forgot about the
Hornets, yeah.
And the Wizards and now the Lake. Oh,
Wow.
count.
You
6.
said them all.
Yeah.
6.
I love that, man. I saw every Lakers game the first time he went there. I remember my uncle gave me the NBA League Pass. It's just a lot of fun to watch. I felt bad for him because he actually rushed himself back that year because he tore his shoulder and he knew it going into the season, but he felt bad because he wasn't gonna be able to play until January. He felt bad like holding the fans without like that he got traded there and he wasn't gonna play for like the first 6 months.
Yeah.
So he rushed himself back and he had a bad year, but whatever. He's recovered.
Yeah, did you see the tweet where when he tweeted out like in 2013? He's like, I hope I can make it up to y'all, like Laker Nation, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he won the ring.
So nice.
Yeah,
I
it's-
like him. I never understood the people saying that he had an attitude problem. He never had an attitude problem. It was just,
Wasn't it with everything with Kobe?
yeah, Kobe took things way too fucking serious, and that's not like him. That's
Yeah.
you can win championships and not be fucking super like, oh shit, bro. Like you didn't say hi to me in the restaurant, bro. I'm gonna go fucking.
I'm gonna
murder
take it
this man.
personally.
Get outta here.
Yeah, it's different mentality, different
Yeah.
strokes for different folks. But
Fuck, it's funny you say that about Dwight Howard. Kyle Kuzma looking pretty cute over there for Dwight, dude. You know what I mean? Can we talk about how useless Kyle Kuzma was in the finals, though?
I hate that he has a ring.
For a
I hate
second?
that him and Jared Dudley have rings.
No, bro. Jared Dudley. At least Jared Dudley's a nice guy, right?
I hate Jared Dudley.
Why?
He pisses me off.
He gives free tickets to fans every single game. I follow him on Twitter because of that.
Pisses me off.
Such a nice guy. He got a girl courtside like virtual fan tickets.
Oh, I'll say pregnant.
no.
Whoa.
he got her virtual tickets to the finals because she's like, oh, I'm a huge Lakers fan. Can you do this for me? And then he's like, oh, give me your email. And I was like, oh shit, that's fire.
Hate Jared Dudley.
Jared Dudley's the GOAT.
I just don't like many Lakers players.
You remember when we got to
how Deion Waiters gets a fucking finals, bro. Get the fuck out of here about Jared Dudley.
yeah, that's pretty stupid. Do you remember last year? This came to my head with Jared Dudley. You remember like what happened with Ben Simmons?
That's one thing that surprised me though. Like last year, he gave solid minutes to the Nets,
Yeah.
and he comes back this year. He doesn't play any minutes for the Lakers.
I guess the Lakers just had their team established.
Yeah,
Nah,
very
they
positive.
just,
And the truth is, like, they have a really good team, so it's like
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Nets. Like I don't know. Like the
Good
Nets,
guy to have in the locker room though. I'm happy you got a championship at least.
the Nets don't have like a bad team last year. Like they didn't have the worst team, but they were just like, oh, you can get more minutes than usual.
Yeah. All right. And now we gotta give a big fuck you to somebody out there on the internet. EDP 445, huge meme lord. Everyone loves this guy until this weekend. I don't know if you follow his burner account. His burner account actually said that, oh, I'm changing the account.
Yeah, because his burner account isn't actually his burner account.
Yeah.
It's like some
the
guy.
Stephen A. Smith one. Yeah, it's not
like
actually
some
Stephen A.
guy.
Smith, but it's just someone. But
He said
yeah.
he's gonna rebrand to Shannon Sharp
Yeah,
or
so
Max Kellerman.
Oh, I want
would
to see a
love a
Shannon
Max
Sharp.
Kellerman.
I would love a Max one, but Shannon Sharp
I
would
would
be
love
cool.
Shannon because Shannon's funny, but Max has some moments where he's a fucking savage. And I was talking to Jared about this, right? He fucking, like, you guys know who Ryan Hollins is? Like, he goes on,
Yeah.
he used to go on ESPN. He hasn't gone on in a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's like a lifelong backup center in his NBA career, right?
Okay.
So then, fucking, there's like one topic. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But Ryan Hollins goes, "This isn't the NBA I started in." And then Max goes, "Wait, you started?"
Oh yeah.
And then he fucking did the shit to fucking Kendrick Perkins, and he's like, "KP, you're 35. You're an old 35, bro. I thought you were born in 1935."
Yeah, Max. Shout out to
Funny
Max.
as
Bro.
fuck.
He's
Yeah.
the funniest.
Either
guy
way,
out there.
fuck EDP. He said that he was happy that Dak got hurt pretty much. I understood the context of it, and it was more for Cowboy fans than Dak himself. But he did say that he hoped it was a career-altering injury.
The video was worded really badly. What was said afterwards was just fucking idiocy. But
Yeah. Either way, fuck you.
all
All right.
Yeah, that's it for that. Yeah. Fuck that guy. Oh, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening. Just make sure to follow our socials, _EB Sports. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, you already know the business. And, see you guys next week.
All right. Bye.
Ciao.
Peace.